It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Good morning. Happy Educational Friday. I hope everybody's doing well. My bad. Sorry, girl. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. I don't know why I'm discombobulated, but shout out to everybody in the building. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Okay. We are in the building today. It is Friday, Educational Friday. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, you need to be trying to find out. So happy Educational Friday to the people out here in the streets. Shout out to everybody in the building. So I'm not really late, but I've been trying to do it a little earlier. This has been a hectic week, all right? But I will want to say this. Dean, is this your favorite color? I hate green. Green is my worst color, but thanks. Thanks, beautiful. Listen, I do want to say this. Starting July 16th, it's official. I belong to you now. Starting July 16th. So when I've been like fluctuating with the times, well, I've always fluctuated with the time, but all that back and forth running around, oh, I can't do this, I gotta go whoop. It's because I'm buckling up some last minute stuff so I could dip. You feel me? So, yeah, just work with me, bear with me. If I happen to miss a morning dose, which I try not to, if I miss a morning dose, I have to. If I ever miss a morning dose, girl, I literally, I just can't. That's how like serious I am with this morning dose, because I absolutely adore the morning dose. So yeah, but for the most part, I'm here. And that's why I've been kind of, fluctuating, moving around, doing a lot of stuff, missing a couple from here and there, but starting July 16th. How the girls do on Baddies? First of all, shout out to me for watching Baddies every week. Shout out to me for watching Baddies every week. Twice, because I don't know if y'all know this. When I watch reality TV, any reality TV show that I do a recap on, I watch it twice. Don't ask me. And if I forget stuff, it's not because I'm not retaining it. It's just, you'll never understand. But anyway, shout out to me for watching Baddies every week, 2 times, 2 shows at a time, and still don't follow none of them trends that the clocky. How the girls, is it this finger or is it that finger? Which one? Clock it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Most High and ancestors, thank you for not making me a follower. Lord, I don't know. Yeah, shout out to me. Big, huge shout out to me. Clock it. You feel me? But yeah, we got a show today, man. Let's get into the show. So, we are going to do some things. Now, we're going to talk about, obviously, the Diddy trial update. We're also going to talk about how these Jane Does, first of all, it's rumored about the Jane Doe, one of the Jane Does, and this witness here literally sums up everything I've been telling y'all about this whole trial, but we'll get to it. Then we'll also talk about, obviously, DDG and Halle. It's getting real nasty, girl. It's getting nasty. DDG's attorney are releasing statements because of the unfair treatment. Halle is basically coming out saying that, he's just, whoop-de-whoop. It is getting crazy out here. I just want to tell people to be mindful, because I see a lot of social media people, not in real life, but on social media, I see a lot of people like to just take the woman's side regardless. Even when the facts are undeniably, yeah, she wrong, she down bad for this. It's rare and random you see a woman in the comment section like, well, yeah, that's kind of messed up. Even you, I'm not saying you got to tear down or drag a woman, but just to admit, well, yeah, that might be a bit. Like, for instance, there was this one girl who did this post, and I appreciated her so much. This one girl on Twitter had a post, and you know what she said? I don't give a damn what Halle did to him. She said, no, that's not what she said. She said, yeah, Halle probably did it, but I hate him so much, it don't matter. I appreciate that honesty, and I'm paraphrasing what the girl said. Basically, the girl admitted, all right, you got her, but I still don't like you, though. I would take that. But it's just so much of excuses, so much of da-da-da-da. It's crazy. We're going to get into all that. Quavo gets called out by a black girl because she felt played, because he didn't take a picture with her, but then took a picture with an old clear woman. We're going to get into that. Elon and Trump are still fighting. I think they were scissoring before. Now Elon running around here talking about Trump on the Epstein list and dragging, and Trump not really going back and forth on social media. He just making moves in the bike. It's crazy. I think it's fake though. And then we'll also get into a smidget of Antoine Massey, because apparently some IG page has a page for Antoine Massey, and that's the escapee from New Orleans. And they recently posted a picture yesterday or day before, and it's just a picture of him still declaring his innocence. Whatever. We'll get into it, y'all. Come on in, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Welcome on in. Now, let's see, where do we start? I did a video on the Kai Cenat situation and Natalie Nunn at the Dollhouse. If you guys are interested, if you don't know what's going on with that, basically Kai Cenat tried to start a streamer university type of thing. And well, he started it, and then he copyrighted and did all the stuff he needed to do for it. And then right after that, here come Chin up. Natalie Nunn. It's Natalie Nunn. Stealing and colonizing. What did I say yesterday? She was CC. She was colonizing and something. I can't remember. But because I just be talking. But anyways, stealing and colonizing. And then Kai Cenat shut it down. And then she fell played. So go over to the Dollhouse. I did a live on that and Jennifer Williams. If you are interested, or if you're not interested, just go click on the video and let it play and hit the like button. Help a girl out, girl. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it, girl. All right. So let's start with Antoine Massey. First of all, do y'all remember when the auntie came out recently? Matter of fact, let me go find the video. Let me just go find a video, because you have to see it to understand the next video I'm about to show y'all. Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Like the video. So I want to show y'all something. Y'all remember this video? Hold on, let me share the screen.
Your video. I'm just happy to see that you are alive and not, but I know you will survive.
Why is it so low?
I know God's words, and they are powerful.
So let me try to find another video. But basically, this is a video where she kept pleading for Antoine to turn himself in. And then she also was saying, turn yourself in to Pastor Brown. She was like, Pastor Brown already got everything set up. You need to get back here. Turn yourself in to Pastor Brown. Now, we all were saying, don't do it, Antoine. And it seems to me, Antoine loves his auntie down to the ground. But it seems to me he'd rather listen to us than the auntie, as he should. Because first of all, I don't trust pastors. They shouldn't be trusted for the most of them. And at the end of the day, you got to be mindful of these pastors here. Let me see. Is this one louder?
And I see you.
Okay, it's not. Either way, she kept saying, call Pastor Brown, call Pastor Brown, call Pastor Brown. And Antoine kept running far away from Pastor Brown. Well, guess what? I found Pastor Brown. Let's go get Pastor Brown. And let's, first of all, we're going to listen to what Pastor Brown has to say. And then I want you guys to tell me what you guys think about Pastor Brown and if you would have turned yourself in to Pastor Brown. Okay, now y'all meet Pastor Brown, and this is what he has to say about the Antoine Massey situation.
Hi, this is Brown. How y'all doing? Many of you crack jokes about Antoine Massey. Think about it. Many of you got loved ones incarcerated right now. They can't get no fair trial. They keep setting their court date back. Instead of you get behind the struggle for justice and due process, you laugh and crack jokes about some $50,000. Okay? This just don't make no sense. They put that out there, not us. They put that out there, reward, not us. We ain't asked for that, okay? So we're going to let you straighten that out. Secondly,
Pause,
this man
Pastor.
have a right.
Pastor, now I'm going to be honest. It didn't look good that you jumped out the window starting off with the money conversation. I get what you're trying to say. You trying to say, Pastor is on here trying to say, basically, y'all wrong for going on the internet, talking about he trying to turn that boy in because he want the money. He said, even though that's true, that's not why he's doing it. That's what Pastor Brown had said. Now, I just find it funny that he started off, of all the things to address first, it was, y'all wrong for getting on social media, talking about we was running around here looking for money. Pastor Brown, you see what I'm, now you can do, start, matter of fact, let me just let it roll. I'm going to let y'all judge Pastor Brown. I'm not doing it.
Right to due process. Have a right to an attorney. Have a right to a court date that they didn't give him. They're going to let you sit in jail 7 months in St. Tammany Parish, then bring you to Orleans Parish, and you still got to set up there for another 5, 6, 7 months. You're not going to punish me before sentence. That's not the law. Okay? The violation of your 8th Amendment. Y'all don't even know the Constitution. Y'all don't know nothing about due process. You don't know a damn thing about the 8th Amendment. Okay? Because you know why? You don't study. When they take away your goddamn rights, one of these days, you're going to think Reverend Brown from telling you the truth. The truth is, you don't know your rights.
Now, that I will agree with on Pastor Brown. Most people don't know their rights. Now, that he's right on. He's right on that, y'all. I have to give him that part.
Massey, I support you. Come on in, brother. But you need money to afford an attorney. Get you an attorney, and we're going to fight for you. Peace and love, everybody.
So this is my thing. Because we all know the church isn't meant to be, it's not doing what it was, it's doing what it was meant to do. The churches are. Everything that's happening now is why the churches were even put here from the beginning. But they lied to us and tell us that the churches are here to serve the community. My thing is, if the pastor believes that he wants Antoine Massey to have a safe return and follow due process, why don't the pastor, because I'm pretty sure he makes a coin, why don't he do some type of fundraiser, or maybe even cut the check from his pocket or the church? I don't know. And try, or at least, what do you call it? Leverage your, networking skills by calling up a few lawyers you might know. You know what I mean? See, this is a problem. Like the aunt, like the mama, like the grandmother, and now Pastor Jones. Everybody is asking for Antoine Massey to turn themselves in, turn himself in. But nobody is talking about what happens next. Nobody's assisting him. Everybody's on this internet screaming and hollering, crying and cutting up, snotting and crying, talking about Antoine, turn yourself in. Antoine, turn yourself in. If you really, and I get it, some people just can't afford it. Listen, in this day and time, girl, people is broke. So I get that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is nobody's offering any help for anything that he's telling you he need help for. He did a 10-minute video talking about how the justice system is corrupt, and this is what he's fighting, and this is why he's escaping. Okay? Now, if you wanted to speak to Antoine and get him to hear you from the internet, in my opinion, what I would do is I would try to start working on resources. Hey, not the pastor. The pastor is not a resource. The pastor is not a resource. Do not ever get that twisted. I would go be trying to find some resources to at least make him feel like, okay, maybe I should turn myself in. I got my people working for me on my behalf. I can go whoop it whoop, you know, but y'all just want the boy to turn himself in and go right back into the hellhole. And he already know what's about to happen. Soon as he get back to jail, they gonna do him dirty. If they don't unalive him. Everybody hollering, turn yourself in, turn yourself in. Ain't nobody gonna deal with what that boy gonna have to deal with except him. It's selfish. Don't get me wrong, I'm a mother. I am a mother. And a mother's first thought is the safety of their child. I don't care if he's 12 or 25 or 95. A mother's first priority is the safety of her child. And for a mother, the first thing you would think is at least he'd be alive and he'd be in jail. So that will prompt you to say, okay, Antoine, turn yourself in. I get that. I just feel like this is a particular special situation because he's not just escaping because from what he's saying. What he's saying is he's not just escaping because he done a crime and he just don't want to go to jail. What he's saying is he's being railroaded, ramrodded, done dirty, and he needs help. Okay? And this is why he's escaping. I get it. As a lot of us, we don't have a lot of resources ourselves, but once she was able to reconnect or connect with Pastor Brown, he got resources. Y'all should have been working on trying to help the boy. This is why a lot of people stay in jail. Most people are in jail not because they're guilty, because they can't afford to get out. They can't afford attorneys. They can't afford nothing. Most people are convicted in prison because they don't have money. It's a scientific fact. Go look it up. Not because they're innocent or guilty. Most people are locked away in jails and prisons because they don't have no money. Period, point blank. Okay? Yes, and let me correct myself. Thank you. He didn't escape jail. He was let out. I got to start making sure I say that when I speak about these young boys, because they were let out. They didn't run out. They didn't jump out. They didn't escape. They were let out. But I'm saying all that to say, he's asking and begging for help of resources. Okay? And nobody is jumping off the porch with these resources, yet everybody talking about turn yourself in. Then I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Antoine Massey and my auntie on here screaming and hollering, turn yourself in, and I already remember that time her and my mama got into it because she had stole that money out of my mama's bank account when they had that shared account, and my mama said she can't be trusted. You damn right I ain't turning myself in. Not from you. Love your auntie, but you can't be trusted. Girl, no. They about to get $50,000 and he about to get 50,000 years worth of pain and anguish. Girl, no way. I want to show y'all recently. So some IG page, I don't know who this IG page is, but whatever this page is, this is the same page that Antoine Massey posted a video. He posted the video of him explaining his innocence. Oh, and by the way, D-Boy Lack, let me back up. Hold on. So this outfit, I'm actually friends with this dude on Facebook in real life, like from my real page. So New Orleans is weird, but so D-Boy the outfit that Antoine Massey have on, it's a local black dude. So if y'all are interested, it's a local black dude. Matter of fact, I might could find him on Facebook. Let me see. It's a local black guy, and he came out with his own design of clothes, and it's called D-Boy something. I can't remember. D-Boy. Well, that's the outfit old boy got on in the video. Ever since Antoine Massey came out in D-Boy Lack's outfit, that's the outfit right there, Antoine Massey has shot old boy Spike prices up through the roof. People in New Orleans are talking about they want to get a D-Boy Lack outfit. This is how crazy but yet powerful the internet is. So the biggest talk of the town, or one of the big talks of the town right now, is everybody was like, I gotta go get my D-Boy Lack. I gotta go get my D-Boy Lack outfit. Whoop de whoop. Because I'm only giving him the props because he been grinding. I'm friends with him in real life on Facebook, for real though. I've been friends with him on Facebook for years, and he's from the city. But ultimately, I feel like he been grinding, trying to get his little ones up. I think that's his name. I think this him right here. D-Boy Lack. Girl. I said D-Boy Lack. Girl, then I went and looked on Facebook and like, what this is? Sure enough, it's him. Look, and he posting it too, all on his Facebook. After Antoine wore the Empire outfit, it's in high demand. See, the boy is on here saying everybody want an outfit from Antoine Massey. Now, I don't know who bought Antoine outfit. I don't know. His old lady, the one who went to jail and sent them to jail, she probably bought the outfit. I don't know. Either way, he was fresh. He looked like he had took a bath. You feel what I'm saying? You could tell in that video. He looked like he had came in, ate, took a bath, put his clothes on. He looked like he still put powder on. But he light-skinned, so you can't tell. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Light-skinned people, can y'all see powder? Let's move on. Yeah. So D-Boy Lack, if y'all want an outfit, make sure y'all go pull up. This him right here. This is another one of his outfits too. Hood nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But if y'all want an outfit, make sure y'all go pull up and get y'all an outfit from D-Boy Lack. All right. Now, where was I going with this? So Antoine Massey, there's a page on Instagram that had been posting him. It's the same page that uploaded the video. Now it posts a photo of Antoine, and basically he's still proclaiming his innocence. Let's get into this news clip. You guys get the likes up on the video.
Good afternoon. I'm Meg Gatto.
And I'm Lauren McCoy. Another post on Instagram claims to come from Orleans Parish jail escapee Antoine Massey.
Gabby Killett shares what's in that post and what it reveals about one of the last escapees still on the run.
The latest post on this Instagram account, someone who claims to be escapee Antoine Massey proclaiming his innocence while tagging Fox 8 and other media outlets. It appears to be the same account that posted these videos Sunday.
I'm showing y'all, the whole world, how corrupted the state of Louisiana is. I'm an innocent man. Yes, in my past, I made mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say mistakes. I was just young. You know what I'm saying? But the system has failed a lot of people and not just me.
Deputy U.S. Marshal Brian Fair said it was media who made authorities aware of the most recent post Thursday morning. Fair adds authorities are investigating.
We're going to continue to look for him. It's what's going to happen is going to happen. We'll continue to investigate leads, and hopefully he'll either surrender to us or we'll capture him, one or the other.
Massey also allegedly posted different versions of a 10-minute video Sunday to that account. In them, he called on President Donald Trump, Kim Kardashian, and multiple rappers to help him. In the videos, he also presents documentation that he says supports his innocence, specifically in the domestic abuse case for which he was incarcerated at the time of his May 16th escape. Fair adds it's too early to tell whether the photo could lead detectives to Massey, who has been on the run for nearly 3 weeks. Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Raspani says posting to social media is risky and that Massey's posts come as he likely runs out of resources and support.
In my experience, when you get desperate, you get careless, which would mean he would become more likely to be found out. But we'll just have to wait and see.
And anyone who has information on Massey or Derek Groves' whereabouts is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111. The reward for any tip leading to an arrest is up to $50,000 per fugitive. Meg, thank you, guys.
All right. And I'm going to go to the post really in a second, but let me say this. First of all, the house that he filmed that video in, they're claiming that house is in New Orleans, and I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And not because it's impossible, because obviously it's possible. I just believe that they're trying to throw us off the trail. I think that what's happening is just as much as social media is helping the police, I think social media also helps the assailants or the guys who were let out of prison. And I think in order to combat that a bit, I think that what the police realize is certain things they got to tweak. They can't give us everything. They just got to give us, whoop de whoop. And if we got to like tweak something here just to kind of, whatever, throw them off, then fine, we'll do that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that house was in New Orleans. Not because it's impossible, because I don't think Antoine Massey went and found him a car. I don't know. But I don't think that that's the house. Something about it, it just don't sit right with me. I think there's a lot behind this case. Remember, I showed y'all Antoine Massey with the hand signals. I don't know, y'all. This is very, very fishy. All of this is fishy. But either way, let's get to the post itself. And let me back up to the people. Oh, he must be getting desperate. We don't even know for a fact that this is Antoine posting this. And this is another thing. I thought the way technology and the powers that be rolled was they had all the technology to find out every which way, everything. Y'all don't know if that's Antoine or not? Y'all don't know if that's Antoine or not? Masonic protections might be it, but y'all don't know if that's Antoine or not. Y'all don't know who posted to the site. Think about it. You mean to tell me if somebody get unalive, they can find the unaliver, but they don't know who posting to this IG page? Let's go get the page. Stop the cap, because they think we stupid. They show us too much, but you know what? They understand that most people will just go along with whatever they say, and most people won't question it. That's why they've been getting lazy with not even trying to cover up the tracks and the stuff that they've been doing. You see what I'm saying? Like now they'll just do anything and be like, oh, well, we said it didn't happen, so it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Or we're doing it because we said so. And most people just shut up and color. You know what I'm saying? But I forgot the name of that. It's underscore. What's the name of that boy IG? Wasn't it like underscore? It was underscore something. I can't remember the name of the IG page. Let me see. I should be able to pull it from my phone. But either way, nobody knows if that's even Antoine or not. I think the police know. But 007, I found it. But nobody really knows if that's him or not. So them to say he getting desperate and he running out of resources, we don't know that, baby. We do not know that. And here's the page that they trying to say, this is the page that keep posting Antoine. This is the page that posted a video, and the one that just posted this photo. Obviously, it's only one post. Let me follow here in case he posts again. Shit, I need to see it. I'm trying to see something. And this is the post, the one photo that he posted. I will say this about this post. And all it says is my name is Antoine Massey, hashtag Antoine Massey. I'm innocent. One thing I noticed about this photo is he ain't got no locks in his head. So I don't know if this is an old photo or if he got out and cut his hair. What we do know is that he has been on the run, okay? And he like to be fresh. I ain't gonna lie. Hood fresh, yet and still fresh. One thing about Antoine, he gonna put that shit on. He gonna put that shit on, and he gonna smell like cheap, off-brand Johnson & Johnson baby powder and off-brand Johnson & Johnson lotion. You feel what I'm saying? And he gonna sit in the tub and take a bath. He not gonna take no shower. He gonna sit down in the tub and take a bath. He gonna iron his clothes, lay his clothes out. You see what I'm saying? And put his clothes on when he get out the tub. That's what Antoine is giving me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, X body spray tees. Yeah. You know. So I don't know how recent this picture is. I don't know if this is even real. Could be photoshopping AI in my Armand Wiggins voice. You feel what I'm saying? But either way, this is the page that's posting him, and all the caption says is, "My name is Antoine Massey and I'm innocent." Bruh, you don't need to convince the public opinion. We can't do nothing for you. You need to be trying to talk to whoever need to be talking to whoever in charge of that prison system down there in that courts and judicial system down there in Louisiana, not just New Orleans, in the state. Telling us don't mean nothing. I'm just saying. We can't help you. Trust me, if we could, you know how many people we would have broke out? Well, technically we could, because back in the day we used to do it all the time, but we became some little punks. You feel what I'm saying? But either way, yeah, girl. So that's what's going on with Antoine. There was another post. Pastor Brown wanted him to turn himself in, and I'm over here saying, hell no. Let's move on. Now I want to move to Quavo and his situation. So Quavo's out. I don't know if it was a video shoot. I don't know what it was, but Quavo is out, and some girl see Quavo and she asks for a picture. Apparently, he either ignored her or told her no, and then she felt some type of way when she seen that he was running over there to go talk to the clear women. Now, originally, when I first saw the caption, I was like, oh, he must have seen a little light, a white bad bitch, a clear snow bunny, bad bitch, and was like, oh, that's my preference. But what I found was it was an all clear woman. Oh, this dirt. But we're going to get into the video and what happened. It says, black woman called out Quavo for not taking a photo with her, but dancing and pouring a drink for a clear woman who approached him moments later. Check it out.
Quavo, I know you're taking a shoot. Can I have a picture, please? After you finish? He said after he finished. Okay.
Let me turn it down for the music. But this is the woman that he poured a drink up for. So she asked him, hey, can we take a picture? He's like, yeah, in a minute when I'm done. And then she looks over and pans over and see him over here partying with this old clear woman. And yeah.
You should be happy. Yeah, bless you too, but don't do that. Don't do that. Because of me, that's because of you. So don't do that. I mean, like, so what? You up there, so you should try to help somebody else. Don't do that.
Realizing he had no intention on taking a picture with me.
Can I have a picture, please?
All right. So, let's start with this. So she goes up to Quavo and asks him for a picture. Y'all got to stop. Bitch, I wouldn't dare. Just because you a celebrity makes me not want to. Bitch, I refuse to make you feel like I care about you that much. Bitch, I wouldn't dare. Let's start there. But neither here nor there, she did. She asked him for a picture. He said, hold on. There's some old ass clear woman who probably with her retired husband pulls up. He dancing, having a good time with the lady, and she feeling some type of way. Now, the caption is a bit misleading because you're not saying you're making it seem like he disregarded you to go run behind his preference. That's technically not what happened here. It seems like you sound like you probably was annoying. Or maybe he just didn't want to be bothered. And he was like, yeah, give me a minute. And went on about the rest of his day. But fans, just like even with the Anthony Mackie situation, y'all have to stop feeling like people are obligated to you. I get it. In a sense, they are. But for the most part, these people are still human. They don't have to take pictures with you. They don't have to shake your hand. Be lucky if you run across the ones that do, and stop being disappointed when they don't. They humans, they flesh, like the rest of these people. You ain't walking up to no random Joe Schmo wanting to take a picture. I don't understand. Either way, she felt played, and I feel like, girl, you getting on my nerves, and I ain't even there. Oh, you should help somebody else. I realize he's not going to take a picture with me. Bitch, I don't want to take a picture with you. He don't have to. He don't have to. Like, move around. Move around. Like, just, okay, bet. First of all, I'm not standing around waiting for you to give me no picture. That'll never happen. So, soon as you say, all right, give me a minute, bet. Because, you know, for me, in my brain, that calculates, girl, bye. I'm not sticking around waiting on no photo. And then you sat there recording the whole time, watching and harassing and stalking the man. I ain't giving you no picture neither. Leave it alone. It's not that deep. So now everybody, oh, we canceling Quavo. Shut up. Y'all don't buy no Migos albums. No way. Shut up. You can't cancel that nigga. He ain't making no music. It's Quavo, the Michelle of the group. Shout out to Michelle. But let's really call a thing a thing. He got talent. He's just not the most talented. Girl, please move around, ma'am. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Move around, girl. It's really not. Girl, a Quavo? Amigo? I remember I told my daughter, I said they wanted to do, you know, every year they do homecoming, and they get you know celebrity come in. One year they had Glow. She said it was lit. They a lot of times in the past they would do Boosie, but they be switching it up. And she said one time they had the Migos. She was like, the Migos. Now, mind you, my child is a huge NBA YoungBoy fan. Huge. As a matter of fact, she texts me. Let me tell you what this heifer texts me. Look what this girl texts me. When YoungBoy announced he was going on tour. Let me show you. And then I had to pay a speeding ticket for her in Louisiana. This girl sends me a message saying, I gotta be there. Wait, what she said? I gotta be there. She said, let me find it. Talking about I gotta catch him while he out before he go back. Talking about I'm already in there at the Houston show. She probably asked him for a picture, my poor child. No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. No, she wouldn't. Not because she don't want one. Don't get me wrong. If she got the opportunity, she'll ask him. Probably. I don't know. But she's very shy and kind of standoffish. So for that, I feel like she probably wouldn't. But she fanned out too. She a fan. My poor child. I don't know. Yeah, my poor child. My poor child. Anyway, she was just, because YB, he home. I already bought my ticket. Girl, then when they were talking about him going back, and then Trump had She don't follow no politics or nothing. See, when I said, girl, yeah, you heard Trump had pardoned your boy, huh? She said, oh yeah, it's up. She was too excited. I said, girl. Anyways, let's move on. She love her some, what is it? NBA YoungBoy. Kentrell. You know, he the nigga called down. He went to jail because this nigga was calling in his own doggone prescriptions. This nigga on the phone with the pharmacy. Talking about, yeah, man. Calling in his prescription. Who do I have a pleasure of speaking with? This the doctor, pussy ass nigga. Run that damn script, pussy ass nigga, before I pull up on your bitch ass, hoe ass nigga. It's the doctor, nigga. And they said, yeah, don't worry about it, fam. We just gonna get 911 on the phone. And that's how he went to jail. You see what I'm saying? I was there. I remember it was a time, I don't know what was going through his mind, but it sometimes it be the addiction. I think the addiction make you not use your brain. You see what I'm saying? So let's just go out with that and say it was the drugs. You feel what I'm saying? You know, let's give him a pass. Let's give him a pass. It's an addiction. Yeah, let's give him a pass. Let's give him a pass. Them people, hurry up. Them bitches probably call 911 on three-way. Give me them pills, old hoe ass, bitch ass, pussy ass, nigga. Give me them pills, nigga. This the doctor, nigga. This Dr. Trail, nigga. Run them pills, hoe ass, nigga. I'm on my way to pick them up too, bitch ass, nigga. Shit, them people see. Homeland Security. Yes, Homeland Security. Can we please get you over here? Bro, when they said that nigga called to turn, I mean, not turn in, but he called in his own prescription. Have y'all heard, YoungBoy? Let me stop. My child gonna be mad. Let me stop. She gonna be mad at me. My bad. She gonna be mad. If she know I got on here and dragged him like that, she gonna feel some type of way. I don't want to be bothered. My bad, girl. My bad. I just don't know what he was thinking. Like, how did he think this was gonna go? Like, did he really think it was gonna work? I don't know. I don't. Let's move on. Somebody said, girl, you need to tell your daughter he got 50 kids and don't use protection. She don't care. I don't know how that happened to her, but she don't care. Let's move on. All right. So I want to move on to Elon and Diddy. Gosh. Elon Musk and Trump. So we talked about it yesterday. Elon Musk and Trump are fighting. Basically, I don't know what's caused this. I just know one day they're not cool no more. And let me say this. When it comes to Elon Musk and this Trump situation, like I told y'all yesterday, I didn't think it was genuine from the beginning, but I think it's still a distraction. I don't think that this is like real per se. I think it's just something that they're using to distract us. And it's the president and it's getting on every news clip and whoop de whoop. So yesterday, Elon Musk was very critical of Trump's big, beautiful deal. And I still haven't looked that up neither. But he was very critical of Elon Musk's. Elon Musk was very critical of Trump's deal. And from what I'm hearing with my ears, not with nothing, I don't know this to be a fact, but they're saying that I guess one of the moves Trump made messed up Elon, like in his pocketbook. And I think that and then it would make sense that they will fall out behind that. And this is my theory. My theory is Trump used Elon to get into office. He knew with that social media platform and Elon's money behind him, there's no way he could lose. My theory, if this is real, is that Trump used Elon, got into office. And when I said when he won, I said, I think that what's going to happen is later on down the line, I'm going to go find that video. I said, I think later on down the line, when Trump's done with him, he going to play him like he play everybody else. I said, because Trump is cutthroat. That's what I was saying. That was my theory. Okay. Now, I don't know this to be a fact. Honestly, I don't even know if this story is real. But either way, the girls have been fighting, going back and forth each other. Elon was bashing his decision making on bills, all types of stuff. Trump was on a news station saying, I don't know what the problem is. I thought we was cool. Like, it ain't this deep, like whoop-de-whoop. But yet Trump pulling a lot of strings behind the scenes. See, and Trump, this is what makes Trump dangerous. Trump gets online. Trump likes to go in front of the media and say, I don't understand. He's a great guy. Da, 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 da. But behind the scenes, Trump is really making it hard for Elon. That's a dangerous man. You got to keep in mind, yes, Elon is the richest man or one of the richest men in the world and whatever. But Trump ain't no po-ass nigga neither. See, I told y'all yesterday, to the Negroes in the chat, if you have melanin in your skin, sit back, watch the show. We do not involve ourselves, nor do we interrupt clear on clear crime. And this fight right here is so far above all of our pay grades, girl. Like, can we be honest? This fight is so far above our pay grade that, to be completely honest, I don't think we can afford to really truly feel any type of way about it. Like, I mean, you can have an opinion, but I don't think we have enough money to have a feeling about it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. I could be wrong. But either way, Elon Musk recently, now he's coming out ever since, because Trump is pulling strings behind the scenes. Now he coming out saying Trump was on the Epstein list, and this is why Trump didn't want to put the list out. So it says, Elon Musk reacts to 1992 clip of Donald Trump partying with Jeffrey Epstein, agrees that Trump should be impeached. So now he's playing dirty. The gloves are off. But yes, honey. Elon wants Trump up out of there. And this will go more to my theory, because what happens when you feel used or you feel played? Don't you want to drag a bitch or a nigga down as far down as you can? Oh, bitch, you play with me? All right, bitch. You used me? After all, nigga, think of it as a woman. You find this nigga, you cool with this nigga, you like him, but the nigga ain't Then you get with this nigga, upgrade the nigga, get him all educated, dress him up, wipe him off, dust him off, get him to dress better, look better, smell better, talk better. Then the nigga out here, new car, running around. You feel what I'm saying? Now bitches is noticing the nigga. When you first met him, wasn't nobody checking for the nigga. But now bitches noticing the nigga. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You done got this nigga all primed up. He's perfect for you. And then he leaves. And he goes find the woman that he really wanted. Because you're the woman that he had to be with, but you're not the woman that he wanted. That's what it seems like what's happening here, okay? It seems like Trump in the Trump and Elon situation was, Trump was the dusty nigga that was pulled up off the street. And Elon was the woman who pulled him up, wiped him off, dressed him up, made him look good, got everybody running around here like, oh, we like him. Oh, girl, he cute, huh? He wasn't cute before, but now he cute. After Elon done spruced them all up. And now Trump like, yeah, I'm ready to go find the bitch that I really want to be with. Thank you for your services. Wouldn't that make Elon come back? And see, I keep telling y'all, even with the Diddy shit, we thinking broke mind. We thinking like we poor, because we are. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to us. We poor. It builds character. But the poor mind can't fathom the level of fights that we're hearing about, because we sitting up here saying like, oh, girl, for real? Because we're poor. We can't afford to do things that these people can do. So like on our level, if Elon and Trump was two bitches out the hood, was a couple out the hood, and Elon was the bitch, and Trump was the nigga that Elon pulled in the house and cleaned up and spruced up. Now he with the baddest bitch on the block. If this was a hood situation, what Elon would want to do is key the nigga car, flatten the nigga tires, get him fired from his job. Bitch, I got you that job. if it wasn't for me, because when I met you, everybody hated you. I got you that job. Oh, now you want to dip? You think you just about to go and be with this bitch job in tow? The lies you tell. That's not going to happen like that. Bitch, I will call your job and have them fire you tomorrow. That's what Elon Musk is doing. Right now, he's trying to get his nigga fired. Bitch, I done came in, built you up, made you look all good, everybody like you now, and now you want to dip, and you playing with my coin? Yeah, let's try to get him fired. Because that's how bitches do. Yeah, Ace, bitch, I made you. How dare you? And a lot of women in the chat know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what this is. So now they going back and forth. Now here come Elon talking about Trump need to be impeached because he was at on the Epstein list. Girl, he going for, huh? It says, now he retweeted what somebody else tweeted, Elon. So somebody tweeted in 1992, Trump partied with Jeffrey Epstein. Just gonna leave this here. Elon posted the raised eyebrow emoji. And this the video.
They say is difficult to understand as they discuss the women and their appearances. Trump gestures to one and appears to say to Epstein, look at her back there. She's hot. And then Trump says something else into Epstein's ear that makes him double over with laughter. But as the president said, though exactly.
I have a serious question. What's wrong with men looking at women saying that she's hot or she's sexy or she fine? I'm just asking. So then somebody else tweeted, President versus Elon. Who wins? My money's on Elon. Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should replace him. And Elon responded, yes. Because remember, bitch, I pulled you off the streets. I got you a job. I dressed you. I put clothes in your back and food in your belly. And bitch, you want to get on all 10 and then you want to dip? Hell no, bitch, I'm about to call your job and get you fired. So now he retweeting everybody talking about Trump need to be impeached. Bitch, I want you fired. I don't give a fuck. Without me, you wouldn't have got that job and you're not going to keep it without me. It is what it is. That's what it's given to me. That's what it's given. Am I wrong? Wouldn't you feel the same way? And you messing with my money? We haven't even gotten to the fact that Trump is messing with his money. Yay! No, I'm about to get you fired. I'm calling the job. What are you talking about? No, I'm going over there. I'm going over there. I'm pulling up and I'm gonna act a fool and they're gonna fire your stupid ass. I promise you. Because you're not about to go and everything that I done did for you, everything that I done taught you, everything that I done molded you into be, then you gonna fuck around and go give it to another bitch. Bitch, please, y'all ain't gonna live comfortable and eat good off of my work. Not today. But I'm only saying this to say, and the only reason I thought about it like that is because Trump is a cutthroat nigga. You gotta be, I'm sorry, he's not a nigga. You have to be very, very evil to get that, to amass that level of wealth and keep it. First of all, Trump was giving it to him because he inherited it, like most people do. However, he was able to maintain it for all those years. Do you know how much dirt and bad you got to do to people to maintain that level of success? All rich people are very dirty and disgusting. I don't care if you like them or not. They have to be dirty and disgusting in order to be there. Okay? And I just didn't see Trump really giving a damn in real life about Elon Musk. Not anything personal with Elon Musk. I don't think Trump give a fuck about nobody. I think Trump look at people as numbers. Because when you get that high up in society, a lot of times you do view people as commodities or numbers, or you see what I'm saying? So I think that Trump was like, yeah, he got more money than me, but I don't care about that nigga. I just need the algorithm and I need Twitter. I need Twitter. I need to win this race. I need this nigga to push me through the algorithm. I need all these Twitter streamers and all these other folks. I need this nigga because he got this Twitter. I'm going to use this nigga for the Twitter. And as soon as I'm done with him, I'm dipping. And I think that that's what's happening. I believe that's what's happening. And because you're not going to tell me that Elon went from standing next to Trump for every single address, but every single press conference and all that stuff to now all of a sudden, oh, I'm going to just step down. Then it went from I'm going to just step down to, yeah, Trump a whole ass, bitch ass nigga. Come on now. I know the signs. It wouldn't surprise me if they were smushing, and that's ill, now that I think about it. Could you imagine two clear, old, clear men, wrinkly, their boobs hang, but they ain't got no meat in them, so it just look like, you know what I'm saying, old backwoods when you take the middle part out, just hanging and dangling. Then they got a little gut. Then they got skin hanging from between their legs, and you think that's the skin, but it's really one side of the balls. Ooh, my God, I couldn't imagine. Ugh. Anyways, moving on. Oh, no, we got some more. Because Elon ain't playing. He says, time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not made that public. Have a nice day, DJ. Oh, DJT. There you go. When you start calling a nigga the nickname that nobody know he had. Hello? Hello? See, everybody else know you is Darius. Bitch, I know you is D-Boy. And you know I'm serious when I call you D-Boy in front of company. That's what it's given. That's what it's given. I don't know. DJT, make this post for future. The truth will come out, girl. My nigga said, bookmark this, pin this, screenshot it, save it. It'll come out. Now, what does Elon have on Trump? Ooh, girl. Now, this is some tea over here. This is some tea over here. See, we all on the Diddy tea, but there's some tea going on over here.
Never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape. He said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot. A lot of good things are happening in this room. And I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But we have it with others too. They leave, and they wake up in the morning, and the glamour's gone, the whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it, you'll let us know. Yeah. Never had a problem until...
There you go. Trump over there like the nigga who done moved on already. Like, I don't know why she over there tripping, man. I already told her. Me and her men talked about this, and I already told her I needed my space. Now she over there tripping. I don't see what the big deal is. Like, I'm going to be down the street, bro. Like, damn, all the stuff. I mean, she did for me, but I did for her too. Shit, it was times I had to go wash the car, get the oil changed on the car. You know what I'm saying? I be putting air in the tires when it's cold in the morning. Like, she ain't just do everything for me. I did for her too. So I don't know why she over here tripping. That's what Trump said. You see what I'm saying? And you know what? At the end of the day, I understand. I understand both sides. But Trump sitting over here looking crazy like he don't know what the hell going on. Like, I don't know why you tripping. We were cool last time I talked to him. We was cool. Child, it gets worse. Let's talk about how it's affecting Elon's pockets. Oh, yes, because it is affecting the pocketbook. Let's really discuss it. Allegedly. So, Elon Musk network reportedly down $34 billion following ongoing exchange with President Donald Trump. Elon Musk network has decreased by $34 billion, marking one of the worst single-day losses of personal wealth. The loss increased following a series of tweets from Musk claiming that President Donald Trump has ties to Jeffrey Epstein and suggesting he assisted Trump in winning the 2024 election. Well, we all know that. In response, Trump threatened to cut federal contracts with Musk's companies and took away his electrical vehicle mandate, which was introduced as a tax credit under former President Joe Biden's administration under the 2022 Inflation Reduction Act, offering up to $7,500 off electric car purchases, which benefited Tesla, ranking it high on the U.S. market. So let me explain what happened to you right here. So basically, before, when Trump needed Elon, he was like, yeah. I'm going to go ahead on and run that bill that make the people have to buy a Tesla or have to buy a smart car. Ain't that what they call them, a smart car? But either way, it's going to put money in your pocket, right? And remember, when listen, I know a lot of you guys don't know this, so I'm going to put you up on game. When y'all be Googling these celebrities, and y'all Google people, period, and y'all be looking at network, they're not talking about how much money you have in the bank. They're talking about what do you have in assets, stocks, bonds, property, land, vehicles, jewelry, art. You know what I'm saying? But also in that, what they've been adding in is what are you supposed to make in the future? For instance, we watched this with Kanye West. When Kanye West was a billionaire, and the first time he came out and pissed off the orange juice people, what happened? In 24 hours or 48 hours or something like that, he went from a billionaire to a millionaire. Why is that, and how is that? Because he never had the money from the beginning. They count contracts, they count upcoming this, upcoming that. Yeah, cumulative network, stuff like that. So Elon losing this $34 billion, it seems to me what Trump was like when they was together, when they was a couple, and Elon was dressing him and getting him all cute. You feel what I'm saying? It seemed like Trump was like, all right, bet when I get in there, I'm going to sign the Joe Biden thing that says everybody got to go get these Teslas. That's going to put billions of dollars in your pocket, and it's going to kind of like pay you back for everything that you're doing for me. And honestly, that's a great deal. If I'm Elon, you damn right, I'm campaigning hard as fuck. I'm about to make billions of dollars more. So it turns out, that's why I said Trump doing stuff on the slide under the table. Trump went on and said, fuck that bill. Ain't no Teslas, bitch. Ow! And now Elon want to fire for real. Because that cost him $34 billion. Not money he already have in his account. But that was money he was counting on, because if the bill had been passed that we have to go to these electric smart cars, then Teslas would have made billions of dollars. And now that they beefing and Trump online playing like everything cool, but in the background doing cutthroat stuff like this, child, he be lucky Elon don't put a hit out on him. Do you hear me? Because see, this the type of stuff right here, that couple right there, this when the DV start happening. See, the boy don't really hit women, but this time the bitch done went too far. He normally let her beat him up. He don't fight back or nothing. But bitch, now you playing with my money. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm going to sling your ass across that room. You feel what I'm saying? Girl, this is messy. This is tea. Maybe because my brain is messy and I think of everything like a reality show. Maybe that's why I compartmentalize this situation like this. But I have been looking at it out my peripheral vision since the beginning. I was like, this Trump using that nigga. I've been saying this from the beginning. But neither here nor there. He lost billions of dollars, and Trump is over here acting like he don't know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? All I know is the girls are fighting. We got to keep our ears to the streets. But always remember, only thing we do is sit up, listen, grab your earbuds, grab your drink, your liquor, your Zaza, sit down, cross your legs, and listen and watch. This fight is above our pay grade. Not only is it above our pay grade, this is clear on clear crime, and no black person walking this earth should involve themselves in clear on clear crime. You let the clears deal with the clears, and you just sit back and watch, high five, slap five, whatever you want to do, and move around, okay? Let's move on. Girl, Elon is dirty, huh? Somebody said Trump reneged on Elon. Now he know how his baby mama feel. Exactly. Nigga was whispering sweet nothings in Elon ear at night during that election, huh? spooning, cuddling, rubbing that nigga legs and feet, cooking and cleaning, and I don't gotta ask you to take the trash out. You just went, took it out, because I need you, bitch. See, before I was running, before I needed you, you had to come in here and curse me out and call me a trifling, you know what. You feel what I'm saying? But now I need you. You don't have to ask me to take the trash out. It's already done. You can't make this up. You literally can't make this up. Oh, yes, honey. Shout out to Elon and Trump, girl. I'll be watching to see how this goes. Who y'all rooting for? Whose side y'all on? Elon? Put a 1 in the chat if you're on Elon's side. Put a 2 in the chat if you're on Trump's side. I'm trying to see something. Put a 3 in the chat if you don't give a damn about none of them. 1 in the chat if you rooting for Elon. 2 in the chat if you on Trump's side. 3 in the chat if you wish they both just go off and do something and go somewhere. It's a lot of 3s. Thank you. Y'all catching up. Y'all catching up. Thank you. I appreciate it. And this right here, brothers and sisters, is what mine and our black ass business look like. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. This is what it looks like when you mind your black ass business. Do you feel what I'm saying? Don't it feel good? You ever watch the fight and be so glad it ain't you? That's what's going on. Just watch the fight, girl. It's gonna get lit. It's gonna get crazy. I wonder who's gonna call the police first. We'll get there. Let's move on. Now we gotta get into DDG, guys. We have to get into DDG. So, this DDG Halle Bailey thing is nasty. Let's talk about it. So what's going on with DDG and Halle Bailey? So we've been speaking about this a few times before in the past. It started, I don't know if this is where it started. This is where I picked it up. But basically, they had broke up, obviously, and they were co-parenting, obviously, and they were already having custody issues. He'd be online, DDG crying about how he want to see his son. Oh, y'all at Haley, tell her I want to see my son. Everybody on the comments was like, shut up, you don't even like your son. Ugly ass nigga, woo trolling. You know how it goes. So, fast forward, it came out that she filed a restraining order temporary custody of the baby for full custody because she provided photos saying that DDG chipped her tooth. Now, according to Haley's story, she was in the backseat buckling up Halo, and then all of a sudden her face landed on the steering wheel with DDG hand behind it. You feel what I'm saying? Or something like that. That's the way it sounded to me. Either way it goes, she's granted temporary full custody. DDG later comes back with his own receipts. And he not only shows that, hey, she's lying about the steering wheel stuff, she cut me too. He got his own receipts, photos of him cut with knives and text messages of her sending 7 text messages in 60 seconds. The bitch is crazy. I don't care with nobody. 7 messages in 60 seconds. Yeah, bitch, you crazy. But anyway, he showed her harassing communications. He showed all the receipts. And honestly, I thought since she was able to get temporary custody with the chipped tooth, I just knew the photo of him being stabbed would be a shoo-in. But apparently, it's not about who's right and wrong. It's about who we like the most. And even in the judicial system. So even with all that, he filed for temporary custody. And also, but let me back up. She also made it to where he can't bring his baby around the streams and he can't bring the baby out of town. Mind you, she bringing the baby out of town to go do a movie to another country. Are we catching up? Are we up? So she made it to where the court said he can't bring the baby nowhere. He's on this strict, weird visitation thing, but she could just roam all around. That's not fair. It's not right. Plus, children need both parents. It's not cool, bro. It's not. If she can take the baby somewhere, he should be able to take this baby somewhere. One thing I will say, though, the streaming, I give her that. I don't like the streaming thing. I never did. I personally wouldn't put my baby on the stream, but Halo is a vibe and he is a personality on his own. But if she say, I don't want my baby on the stream, I think that that's a compromisable option and a compromisable thing that he should honor that. And it shouldn't even be an argument. But as far as him having this strict visibility and she doesn't, that's messed up. That is jacked up and messed up really bad. Real bad. Some people are out here saying that he played Haley, he cheated on Haley, and that's why she did X, Y, and Z. And oh, she have a right to stab that nigga. He left her, and he did this and he did that. Let me tell you something, black women. Y'all let this internet fool you. Y'all get on here and keep thinking you justified in all the crash dummy shit you do because you going through whatever mental situation you have. Your ass gonna be in jail. Because see, in the real world, off the internet, them people don't play like that. This ain't the Diddy trial. You think you're going to be able to get past all your crimes because you suffering through mental health issues? Never going to happen. Keep playing. She's not justified in putting her hands on him unless he put them on her first. Other than that, she's not justified in putting her hands on him because he cheated. That and I'm guilty of doing that in the past. I used to fight my baby daddy for that type of stuff. So, and I was wrong. But healing lets you understand, yeah, he was wrong for cheating, but girl, you was wrong for that too. Haley is wrong. This whole thing is wrong. But because y'all like Haley more than you like DDG, then there's this weird gender war thing gearing back up on social media. Now all black women hate black men, even though they're walking around here with sons, brothers, and daddies. Now all the black women on social media hate black men as if they can replicate themselves without black men. So then what? So what? I really be wanting to know from black women who hate black men, what is the solution? And then what comes from the solution? Let's say all black women decide we will no longer procreate with black men. Then what? We make a bunch of half and half confused babies? Because that's what's going to happen. The baby's going to come out half and half and confused. Yeah, and this is both, yeah, because listen, to the nigga cells. You see what I'm saying? To the black men who hate black women. And them niggas is so slow and stupid, they don't even think past go. But what is their solution? Because black men are barely making black kids with black women. At least with white women. At least with a black woman, typically when she has a baby by a clear man, the baby come out with more melanin. Black men typically have very hard trouble getting a real melanated black person out of a white woman. Think about it. Just think about it. Not saying it don't happen. I'm just saying by average, it's harder for black men to replicate themselves than black women. I'll just say that. But either way, it don't matter if you can replicate yourself because you're not recreating another you. What you're doing is creating another confused child who don't know why his parent or her parent decided to do something so crazy out of their feelings. All this gender wars, black men hate black women hate black men, y'all got to stop. Because y'all don't really feel like that in real life. Because y'all hoes still fucking. See, I know y'all. Y'all online, oh, black men are horrible. Oh, black men are sick. I hate black men. But bitch, you pregnant. Who you pregnant by? Jerome, girl. Jerome! But I thought you hate black men. You don't hate black men. You just joining in a social media craze. Stop lying. And to the black men who running around here talking about they hate black women, you probably do. Because you could never get your one. Stupid duck ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? It's stupid. And y'all doing this stuff with the celebrities. And y'all are creating a system where black women shouldn't be held accountable for nothing. And that is going to be a problem. That is going to bite us in our ass. I promise you. Every person deserves and should be accountable for all of their actions. You shouldn't be able to cop out through mental health. You shouldn't be able to cop out through none of that stuff unless you're suffering through severe mental health issues like bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. Not all this bullshit textbook. Oh, it's ADDDF. What's ADDDF? Attention deficit disorder for functionality. What? Bitch, y'all just making it up as it go at this point. Y'all just saying anything at this point. Stop it. What are you saying? And I heard about the black men in California. Ooh. They say the black men in California don't like black women. I heard about that. They say they run behind them Mexicans in the clears, honey. That's why I enjoy being from the South. Most of the niggas down here fuck with niggas. I mean, you know, most of the black men down here deal with black women. I don't know what that feel like. I ain't gonna lie, but I've heard about it. I've heard a lot about a lot of black men in Cali. Yeah, that's crazy. My prayers go out to y'all, especially if you're trying to date, honey. Oh, I've heard some horror stories about. As a matter of fact, who was it? Somebody did a countdown list of places, the hardest places to date in America, in California, and I want to say Atlanta was 1 and 2. They say if you live in Atlanta, hang it up flat screen. And listen, if you've ever been to Atlanta, there's no explanation needed. But California, they say California and Atlanta were 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. Crazy work. Now, let's get into the DDG situation. So, now DDG was denied, once he presented all his evidence, he was denied the ability to go in and request for temporary custody after he showed that she's unstable. He showed that Halle, through text messages, that she's hideable, you feel what I'm saying, ready to jump off the bridge, and that's not a conducive place. And let me ask y'all a question to the people who team Halle. To the people who are team Halle, this is a serious question. If it is true that she texted him about jumping off the bridge and harming that baby, is being with her the safest place for that baby to be? Wouldn't that be probably the least safest place for Halo to be? I don't know if the text messages are true. I don't know. But if those text messages are true, let's say we were able to find out that those text messages are 100% accurate and true. Shouldn't she be the last person to have the baby if she's threatening to harm the baby? Allegedly. I'm just asking. Either way, let's get into this. So it says DDG submits court transcripts of Halle Bailey calling him dirty dick and a cheating ass while allegedly hitting him with Halo in the back seat. Okay. Now, let me say this before we move on into this. I think that black men and black women are the problem. I think that the black community has a problem. I'm not team woman. I'm not team man. And I damn sure don't give a damn about none of these celebrities. So I really don't have a dog in the fight. All I'm saying to you is that now he's bringing more evidence of her being violent. Okay, let's get into it. It says DDG has submitted a transcript into court from a video allegedly recording on August 16, 2024, after a Bruno Mars concert he and Halle Bailey attended with their son, Halo. According to DDG, Halle became verbally aggressive and began hitting him while he was driving with their child in the car. In the transcripts, Halle calls him a stupid bitch, cheating ass, and a dirty, while repeatedly telling him to get out of the car. So it sounds to me like this is when she found out he was cheating. This is when she found out he was cheating. That's what it sounds like we at now. And that's why she calling him dirty dig and woo-doo-woo-doo, because that's what you do when you find out the nigga cheating on you. You feel what I'm saying? So then it says, DDG says he pulled over to de-escalate the situation and recorded the moment to show a pattern of emotional volatility and physical aggression. This is being presented as evidence in courts. What are your thoughts? Let me see what the next slide is. So, notably, on August 16, 2024, I documented one such outburst by petitioner as we were leaving a Bruno Mars concert at the Intuit Dome, which we had attended with our son. During this incident, petitioner became upset and demanded we leave. As I was driving back home from the concert, she became verbally aggressive and emotionally unhinged in the presence of our child. She began to hit me as I was driving with our child. Petitioner clearly had no regard for her personal safety or that of the infant sons. I ended up pulling the car over so that I could de-escalate her volatility and make sure we were safe. I recorded her outburst to preserve a record of behavior, and it says, as it reflected on an ongoing pattern of volatility that has continued to jeopardize both my emotional well-being and our son's safety and stability. I will play the recording during trial. However, attached here is Exhibit 2, is a true, correct transcript of the recording. I have also repeatedly called my mother during incidents where petitioner were physically assaulting me. This occurred so frequently, I cannot provide the court with specific dates. These events were not isolated. She would often refuse to leave my home or my vehicle, preventing me from leaving and demanding. And it stops right there. But here's the transcripts of what happened. Responded, keeps hitting me. Petitioner, you stupid bitch. So that must be her. She the petitioner, he the respondent. So he's saying, keep hitting me. She's saying, you stupid bitch. He's saying, keep hitting me. She's saying, you're a stupid bitch. He's saying, keep hitting me. She's saying, cheating ass. He said, keep hitting me. She said, dirty dick. He said, yup, keep hitting me. And she said, what is this? Ass bitch? I don't know. I can't see that. Then he keep telling her to hit me. She says, yeah, you got effed. Is that what she's saying? No. He's saying, keep hitting me. He said, yeah, you got effed up or something like that, or you got effed. Then she says, get out of my car. He says, you got effed before, keep hitting me. She says, I never got effed. He says, yes, you did. Yeah, keep hitting me. She says, nope, not even by you. Then he says, yep, keep hitting me. She says, not even by you. He can say, keep hitting me, keep hitting me. She says, stupid ass. He say, yeah, I bet you calm down. She says, get the F out of my car. He says, bet you calm down now. And she keeps yelling to get the F out of her car. So that's the transcripts. It sounds like to me, either during the concert or right after the concert, she found out the nigga was cheating or flirting or something like that. And on the car ride home, you women, we know how it go. You start cursing the nigga out. Only thing different is she started hitting him according to him. She started hitting him while he was driving. So he was afraid that something would happen according to his story. He was afraid something was going to happen, so he pulled over, and she kept hitting him, and she kept calling him a dirty dick and a cheater. Things like that. You know, everyday, regular, schmegular stuff. Okay? At the end of the day, Sonya said, sounds like he was provoking her. He can't make her hit him. He just can't. Even if somebody tells you to hit them, that don't mean you should. Are y'all okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll ask you this. Do you think it's right or wrong for Halle Bailey to put her hands on that boy? Now, remember, we're talking about DV. We're talking about if you're the police. We're not talking about how you feel. If you were called to this situation, right, and there's a police report made, and you find facts that show that she was putting her hands on him, she would be in the wrong. She would be in the wrong, y'all. They wouldn't care that she's going through postpartum. They wouldn't care that he provoking her. All they would care is that she put her hands on him. She's wrong. And let me say this too to black women. Please stop putting your hands on these niggas. Please. You can't fight no niggas. Some of them, very few, but you can't fight no man. And then stop putting your hands on niggas and then being mad when they put their hands back on you. I was raised like that. My mama told us from little bitty girls, do not put your hands on the boy because every boy wasn't raised to respect you. He might pop you back. That's how my mama raised us from Lil, me and my sister. Do not ever put your hands on a boy. She used to say this and my friends used to make fun of me. Boys got muscles. And there's no way you can prove or you can be assured that this boy has been raised the correct way and he's not going to put his hands back on you. He might pop you. So to avoid that, keep your hands, when it comes to men, keep your hands to yourself. And I've adopted that from then. Now, don't get me wrong. We all human. We all unimperfect. We all imperfect. When I was young with my baby daddy, we used to be tussling and fighting all in the middle of the street. But that's me being stupid and dumb. And I was around Haley's age. I don't know how old Haley is. But either way, it makes sense. We all go through it. This sounds like a regular, everyday stuff. But we got to have the conversation and be honest in the conversation. She's wrong. She's wrong, y'all. She wrong. I don't care if he provoked her. She in the wrong. She in the wrong. And what I'm saying is, as far as keep your hands to yourself, it's not to regulate a woman. It's to save a woman. It's not to regulate or tell a woman what to do. It's to save you because you don't know how that could turn out. You don't know. And these dudes is hella emotional in 2025. These niggas act like the new bitches. They might really unalive you on some I feel played type shit. Y'all, this ain't back in the day. Y'all don't understand. A nigga might unalive you if you talk to him crazy in front of his people, let alone put hands on him. Y'all is different. Are y'all okay? All right, watch out. I know what I'm doing. Y'all do what y'all want. Either way, Haley in the wrong. Haley in the wrong. She in the wrong. She in the wrong. She wrong. She in the wrong. And if the nigga that toxic and he that provoking, leave. But see, let's have the conversation. Let's have the conversation. I'm a woman. You don't want to leave. Because you want the nigga. With his toxic, disgusting, arrogant, putting his hands on me ass. You want that nigga. And so, like most women are, we're selfish. You know, all we care about is how we feel. So we'd rather keep that nigga around with all of his baggage and all of his DV and all of his bullshit than to let him go. Because our heart over and supersedes our brains. So toxic, provoking, all that. She still loved that nigga. Yup, dirty D and all. Now, because you chose to stay, don't become a victim now. Take your lick. Yeah. See, that's the part that y'all miss me on. When I chose to stay with my baby daddy and fight that nigga all up and down the street, I probably told the story or talked to my friends and family about it maybe twice. After that, I started taking my lick. Found out the nigga cheating. Par for the course. I got to take my lick because I'm choosing to stay here with this nigga. I know what he bring. I know what he doing. I know everything that the nigga ain't worth two nickels rubbed together, but I want to be with the nigga. So I had to start taking my lick. I had to start suffering in silence. And the way my brain set up was, I was only suffering in silence because, bitch, I don't want to tell y'all how this nigga cheated on me and then walk away and then you on a three-way with my other friends talking about stupid asshole. She went back to that nigga. He done cheated again. Bitch, I refuse to give y'all hoes that type of ammo. So I started taking my lick. Haley got to take her lick. And women who choose these men, knowing the type of men that they are, y'all got to start practicing on how to take your lick. Take your lick. Don't cry and play victim when it don't work out in your favor. No. You know what you signed up for. Take your lick. That's just how I feel about it. I could be wrong. Okay? Either leave or take your lick. Either shit or get off the pot. All that other stuff, we not buying it. So no. They sound like they both toxic. Okay? Sound like both of them is evil and toxic. I also want to show you this. Hold on one second. Because there was some more news on this DDG situation. So then after that, it got hot in here. I gotta turn this AC on. So after that, let me give y'all a commercial break. Let me turn this AC on right quick. After that, let me give y'all a commercial break because I need to get up and turn this AC on. I started sweating. These lights be killing me. Get the likes up on the video right quick, you guys, please, and thank you. Get the likes up on the video. I got to get some more commercial stuff to put up here for y'all because I feel like I keep playing the same thing, right? I got to get some more stuff. Y'all send me some stuff too. I'll be right back.
Let's go, Miss Peggy.
Y'all make it.
Let's go, Peggy. Miss Peggy Bother, Peggy Bother, Peggy Bother. Make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, do it for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Wobble for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Ooh, Peggy Sue, ooh, Peggy, ooh, Peggy, ooh. Peggy about to say she about to work it like a black girl. Make that ass jump, make it rock like a black girl. Rock. You fine, Peggy. You fine, Peggy. Ooh, you fine, Peggy. Ooh, bow-legged Peggy and a booty kind of heavy. Bend it on over, girl, toot it like a levy. Bow-legged Peggy, booty kind of heavy. Bend that ass over, toot it like a levy. Lift that ass, lift that ass. Ooh, Peggy about to work, she about to rock, she about to move, she about to make it. Oh, Miss Peggy.
Thank you guys for everybody who hit the like button on the video. So now I want to go to this other story from the DDG Halle Bailey situation, and then we're going to move into the Diddy situation. It says Halle Bailey says her mental health is under control and calls out DDG for embellishing custody case. Now, according to Halle, she said, I ain't got no mental health issues. So for all of y'all saying that she had postpartum, you can't use that as an excuse because she said she's not suffering through no mental health situations. So she's telling you right now, she have no mental health issues. According to Halle, she's perfectly okay. Let's get into it. So don't come up here talking about she's suffering from postpartum and depression. Nope, she says she's not dealing with none of that. All right. So then it says Halle Bailey is breaking her silence, denying all DDG claims that her history of threatening self-harm poses a risk to their child's well-being. According to Billboard, she told the judge that the rapper is exaggerating. She didn't say he lied though. He got text messages. She said he exaggerated, but you didn't say he lied. So there's a basis of truth there. Okay. So you didn't say you was going to jump off the bridge. You just said you're going to dangle off it. Got it. He put 20 on 10 by saying you was going to jump. I never said I was going to jump. I just said I was going to sit off the side of it. Okay, girl. It says, lied and he exaggerated, lied and misconstrued for the court, not only the history of our relationship, but our parenting and my mental health, the singer adds. I have been very vocal about my anxiety and depression and previous thoughts of unalivement. The declaration continues with Bailey saying, without waiving the psychotherapist patient privilege and physician patient privilege, I have reached out to my doctor and received treatment to address these issues. I have been and remain 100% available and capable as a parent to our son, Halo. Bailey notes that the majority of the mental health incidents cited by DDG dated back to 2022 and 2023 when she was emotionally devastated by the rapper's behavior. So there it goes. She's admitting that, yeah, the text messages are real. So she was texting that nigga. She's saying it just was years ago when I found out that nigga was cheating. And she admitted to wanting to jump off the bridge in the past. Is she still so innocent? And I'm not saying that she should be guilty or feel guilty about having those thoughts. I'm pretty sure her mental health or her mental health situation is probably a wreck. being a celebrity and you just had a baby and you really didn't want to have the baby because for real, according to DDG, you was trying to get an AB because bitch, you the Little Mermaid, which makes sense. I'm Little Mermaid, bitch. I can't pop out pregnant. I probably would have thought about it like that too. You see what I'm saying? Like it probably would have crossed my mind. Ooh, that's a good. Oh, Tracy says she probably just reaching out to the doctor, save face for the case, and that's another thing too. She can afford to get some a therapist or something like that. Why is she just now reaching out to a therapist if she was going through that type of trauma in the past? Is this showing a pattern of her wanting to be better, or is it showing let me hurry up and go talk to a therapist so y'all could? You feel what I'm saying? So she's admitting, number one, that she was suicidal. She's admitting that the text messages are true. So now that we know that, how innocent is she really? And then why is it that she can be granted temporary full custody when she was the one allegedly who was talking about jumping off the bridge and hurting the baby? But he's showing that she's the one who's violent and he can't get the temporary custody? Yeah, Lachey, they both toxic. Now, I want to play something I saw from Milagro Grams that I resonated with. And y'all know how Millie Mouth is. It is what it is. I ain't even going to say nothing after it. I'm going to just let Millie say what Millie had to say, and we going to move on. I ain't said, Millie said it, but I resonate with it.
If I was a nigga and you playing with my freedom and you doing all this bullshit, I'm not about to play with you like that. Bye. Go ahead. And people, too many bitches are trying to manipulate a nigga with a child. That's what I'm saying. I think a nigga should like fight for his family. But when shit gets unbalanced and unreasonable and your freedom is on the line and people making wild ass accusations and this shit more of a headache than anything else, and if a court is gonna put you in a predicament to only be able to see your fucking child for 6 hours supervised, y'all can have that shit. No, I wouldn't subject myself to that. No. What fucking father deserves that if they ain't harm that child? So I let her take that baby, go on about your business, and I'm finna go live my life. And I might have another child. You can't replace nobody, but I might move the fuck on. Like, yeah. And don't say shit to me. But if I was a nigga, and you know that's what you wanted, going on. Who gonna suffer more? More. I didn't say everybody don't suffer. Who gonna suffer more? The baby. Y'all be wanting to be single mothers so fucking bad. Go ahead. I wouldn't be simped up playing with you bitches like that. You ain't finna hold no baby over my head. Right. Bitch, I'll be counting down the minutes till that baby turn 18. I think you should still, like, bitch, write letters. Still buy Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and shit. Bitch, pull up on the 18th birthday with a U-Haul. I've been waiting on you, little nigga, what's up? No, that's what you wanted. Going on. Who gonna suffer more?
So what Millie is saying is there are some black men who just are bums and don't want to be fathers to their children. And there are some black men who fought or at least tried to fight for their children and it don't work out in their favor and they walk away completely. While I don't agree with that, I understand what's going on. I don't agree with it, but I understand. So there are listen, this is what we have to understand. Just like there are bad men, there are bad women. Just like there are good women, there are bad women. Just like there are good men, there are bad men. Just like there are good black people, there are bad black people. Just like it's good black women, it's bad black women. It's good black men and it's bad black men. Let's get that out the way. Let's start there first. Now that we've started there, these are the facts. There is a number of women who see that they have good baby daddies and they run them niggas through the fucking ringer. And I'm not talking about Haley and them right now. I'm talking about in real life. It's typically a woman with multiple children and she finally run across a nigga who won't be in that baby life and she get that nigga hell and don't get nothing for the rest of them children. But I'm saying all that to say what Millie is speaking about as it pertains to Haley and DDG is that this boy have to do 6-hour supervised visits. 6 hours. What did he do? Even if you team Haley, you really think that that's a conducive relationship to have? You can only see your son for 6 hours and it has to be supervised. What the did I do to my son to where I gotta be sitting with him and a supervisor and it's only 6 hours? What the fuck? They gotta go meet up at McDonald's? A lot of men who go through what DDG going through, what she's saying is a lot of them be like, fuck her and that baby. That's what she's saying. And while I don't agree, I understand. Some people make it hard for others. There are some black women who make it hard for black men. There are some black men who just don't want to be fathers to their kids. And I will never understand, coming from a person who had a baby daddy who didn't do as much as he could, I would die to have him be as active as I see some of these other fathers and their kids like. And I just be not understanding why these women be having so many issues with these men who really be wanting to be in their children's life. I don't get that. But I know why, because I'm a woman. How do you hurt a nigga? How do you hurt a nigga on Mad Day? We women, how do you hurt a nigga? How do you get back at that nigga? At what he loves. He love his car, key it. He love his watches, throw them away. He love his shoes, burn them. He love his money, steal it. He love his kid, keep it. You get it? That's the facts. That's the facts. He shouldn't be under this type of stress. It shouldn't be like this. It's just wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And Poe Halo, at the end of the day, regardless of how you feel as the parent, you don't think Halo want to be around his daddy? Think about that. You don't think that baby want to be around his daddy? That baby shouldn't have to not see his daddy because the mom and daddy fighting. And we need to fix that in our community altogether. And this is another thing too. Oh, I wanted to say this part too. Two things can be true at the same time. But sometimes, let's say this, sometimes in a woman's life, and this is a fact, sometimes in a woman, there are some women who luck up. Great, they get a great partner and a great father. Those are the lucky women. Shout out to those women. That means he's amazing as a partner and he's amazing as a father. Those are the lucky ones. Then you get some who might be amazing partners but shitty fathers. Or you might get some that shitty partners but amazing. Did I just say it? Yeah, amazing partners but shitty fathers. Or you might get a person who's an amazing father but a shitty husband. What do I mean by that? Amazing partner, but a shitty father, meaning as far as him being the man of the house and taking care of things, he's there, he's doing what he's got to do. You don't have to worry about him cheating. He's good to you. He don't do you bad. He don't beat you. He treats you well, but he's just not as hands-on or probably not as active with the kids. A great father, but a shitty partner. He might cheat on you from 90 going west. That nigga might put that D everywhere he can. But when it come down to them kids, he ain't missing. That's what I mean when I say a horrible partner, but a great father. Stop taking out how that nigga did you on your kids. Selfish bitch. That's two separate things. Just because he cheated on you, that don't mean he should not be around his kids. Unless he with the bitch. Then I understand. But other than that, stop taking that out on them. Y'all are making the kids suffer. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to wrap this Halle Bailey and DDG thing up right now by saying this. Halle Bailey and DDG are toxic. They both jacked up. They both got issues and they don't need to be with each other. However, they need to find common ground as it pertains to Halo, because he's the only innocent bystander here, and he's so adorable, and I adore his little fat face, and I think that this is messed up. But I think that black women are going down a slippery slope. We've been going down a lot of slippery slopes, but all this dodging accountability crap, we'll come back and revisit it. Let's move on. So, okay, now we're moving into the Diddy trial. Let's get into Diddy trial so I can get off here. I got to bring Saint by his gammy. So let's get into the Diddy trial. So Diddy trial, I watched Armand. Let's start by talking about Jane Doe. Now, they say whoever, the feds is watching everybody's channel. Hey, feds. I mean, I ain't over here saying nothing anyway, but either way, Jane Doe, the last Jane Doe, basically came out and she is a Jane Doe, and she was so afraid to even testify because she thought that her information will be put out there. Okay. In today's society, I don't think it's possible for anonymity. I don't think anonymity is possible unless you are completely off the grid and had been off the grid within the last 10 to 20 years. I don't think that you can be anonymous. I don't think that that's possible. The way technology works, especially if you're going into a courtroom, you see what I'm saying? And they're going to have people there. Like, I don't see it being possible. Before the internet, yes. After the internet, nah, I don't think so. Okay. But either way, this Jane Doe is allegedly, nope, I ain't going to say that. I ain't going to say she allegedly. I'll just go here. Nobody knows who the Jane Doe is. But this is what we do know. Hold on. We don't know who the Jane Doe is. But we know Diddy has an arch nemesis. Right? And in said arch, who is Diddy's arch nemesis? Who hates Diddy more than anybody? Who hates Diddy more than anybody? All right. So Diddy has an arch nemesis. You know him. And this is a Jane Doe. Now, a lot of people should know this, but if you don't, Diddy and 50 share a woman together. Did y'all know that? So 50's baby mama was with Diddy. Yes. 50 baby mama, after she had the baby, the little half-breed, the little Blasian one, the little Blasian. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Not Maurice. What is his name? Marquise. Not the one he disowned, the one who looked just like him. I'm talking about the little Blasian one. Yeah. His mama. Now, apparently, she went from 50 to Diddy. And they say 50 hated Diddy ever since. Now, I'm going to give you some tea that I don't know to be a fact, but I heard this in the wind. Ears be posted. You feel what I'm saying? I just heard this in the wind. Allegedly. I didn't say it. This is what they said. Somebody said allegedly that one of the real reasons why 50 mad is because 50 didn't know that at first the baby mama was messing with Diddy or something like that. But either way, Diddy gave the baby mama the herp, and the baby mama came back and gave the herp to Fifth. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all what they said. Okay? We just putting pieces together right now. That's all we doing. Putting pieces together. Another piece I want to put together. Do you guys recall when 50 Cent, let me see if I can pull it up. So 50 Cent was talking about how he had the tape of Cassie before Diddy sent it to him, and Diddy didn't even know it. So this is what happened. This is another way they connected, because at one point they were cool. So this would happen. According to Fifth, remember Fifth said, oh, here you go. I'm going to just let y'all hear. Matter of fact, let me just set it up. So do y'all remember when Fifth got on the Breakfast Club, I think it was, and was talking about, yeah, that nigga talking about taking me shopping. Like, nigga, I'm a grown ass man. You can't take me shopping. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So when all of that was going on, before that, they were cool. They were friends. They were cool. They would send, text each other, whoop de whoop, whatever. Well, Fifth had talked about how one day he received a video or a photo from Diddy, and it was Diddy sending a photo of Cassie at the freak off. Allegedly. So, according to Fifth, he said one day randomly he got the photo from Diddy. He said, but he has sent Diddy a video. He sent Diddy the video from the photo that Diddy sent to him. So now this guy Diddy all jacked up like, how the fuck you get this? Now this is my question. What type of friendship and cool was you niggas while y'all just showing pictures of these bitches? Like y'all just was doing that. Y'all just was sending random freak off pictures back and forth to each other. Y'all was using these bitches like trophies. Y'all like, look at this one. Like, what kind of friendship did y'all have? Well, according to 50 said that he was able to send the video back to Puff because Puff didn't realize that he had sent them the video long before that. So Puff be doing so much shit, he probably was high as the cost of living. He forgot that he even sent it to Phil. I'm going somewhere. Hold on. I'm going somewhere. So this is the interview where Fifth was talking about that situation. And this told me, number one, that they were cool at one time, cool enough to where Diddy or Puff felt cool with sending your ass videos, a picture and video of Cassie at the freak off. That's what that tells me. Y'all was cool enough to where, yeah, I think the straw to break the camel back, in my opinion, got to be the baby mama. Most wars in the past have happened over women, land, and religion, or money. So I believe the arch nemesis thing came from Cassie, and I believe by way, allegedly, of the herb. Allegedly. And this is why he hate him so much. Because I'm thinking, what did Diddy do to this nigga to make him hate him so much? But if somebody gave me the herb, you see what I'm saying? I would probably hate them this much too. This is just me speculating and making my own stuff up. But let's get into this audio really quickly. Then we're going to get into the Diddy trial.
I know, check this out, on the up and up, the nigga Puff, like he called, we should kick it on telephone and shit, after the made shit.
Right.
And the nigga be like, matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like, not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Are you kidding me up?
Like penetration pictures.
He said worse, way worse, like penetration pictures. So remember, keep this in mind, because we're going to talk about this. Diddy looks at people as commodities or numbers, not as people. Because if Diddy really cared about Cassie, why in the hell would he be sending pictures of Cassie in very compromising positions with other men to 50? Put a pin in that, but don't forget what I'm saying, because we're going to come back to that.
Pictures and
Nah, come on, man. Come on, Fifth.
all that, and I called the nigga. I said, yo, you fucking with this girl? Like, you like her like that? And he was like, yeah, that's my girl. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna send you something. You look at it, you call me back. I sent him the photos, the pictures, and everything. And the nigga called back and was like, yo, thanks, man. Yo, I really appreciate that. Yo, where you get these shits from? And I said, because they know, like, if something crazy is going on, if they send it to me, I'll make sure it get out there. Like, as far as this video.com is concerned.
Yeah, yep.
And those other properties. So they sent it to me. But, I really kind of felt like those photographs was not happening because of Cassie. I felt like they was happening because of Puffy.
Right. Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because when a girl moves away from a man and she upgrading, niggas be insecure, you know what I'm saying? They start feeling some kind of way, especially like whoever the guy was she was with in the photos versus where Puffy's at. Cause he ain't no slouch, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, He's been able to take advantage of all the suckers.
So where did it go wrong though? Because I know y'all was.
All right. So as you can see, Puff is talking out the side of his neck. Because on one hand, you sending the pictures, but then on the other hand, you saying, this my girl. What nigga would send pictures of their old lady to another nigga? And then her getting smashed by another nigga. That's why Fifth was like, that's your girl? And he was like, yeah. He was like, oh, just checking because look at these. He had other video photos and everything of Cassie at the time. And now Puff is perplexed like, yo. You see what I'm saying? So they have a long history, but pay attention of how not love is an action. It's not a noun. It's not a word. When somebody loves you, you see it. You don't, and you feel it. You don't hear it. You see it. You know it. Protection, providing. You know what I mean? A man who loves a woman wouldn't dare have her sleep with another man. Definitely. And even if they did, they damn sure wouldn't be plastering it out in front of everybody. He has, even when he feel like he like Cassie, and that's my girl, he still sees zero value in Cassie. There is no value in Cassie in Diddy's mind. Even though in Cassie's mind, she's thinking, oh, at some point I'm the girlfriend, I'm the red carpet girl, he's gonna marry me, we're gonna be together, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. He don't see none of that. She's a commodity, she's a number, she's an asset. And sometimes even a liability. But either way, she's not what in her mind is different, the relationship, than in his mind. This has become the trend for all the other girls, but put a pin in that. As it pertains to 50 and Diddy, they have a long history together, very long. So they got beef. Some stuff, a lot of stuff we probably don't even know. You see what I'm saying? But either way, there's a long beef there. So let me make you laugh. So back to the Jane Doe, because that's where I was going with this. So I'm like, who the hell is the Jane Doe? Now, a lot of people kept saying it was Gina, the girl who did the interview with Tasha K. A lot of people were saying it was her, but it turns out it's not. Nobody at the court can tell us who it is, and I don't know who it is. There's no way that I can know who it is because I'm not there, number one. And number two, I'm just on the internet speculating like the rest of y'all. You see what I'm saying? So then there were rumors that Jane Doe could possibly be somebody that 50 Cent know. So then I was like, the way I'll know for a fact if that was the case is I'll go to 50 Cent page. Right? Mm-hmm. And then when I got to 50's page, where is it? Where's that post at? He had a post up. Hold on. I might have passed it. He had a post up. And somebody must have made him take it down. But I'm going to look on Twitter. Either way, he had a post up of the Jane Doe. Now, people were speculating that, here you go. It's on Twitter. Don't worry about it. So this is what he posted at first. This is what 50 posted. He says, hey, does anyone know who Jane Doe is? I'm trying to research this. Man, this stuff with Elon and Trump is crazy. So this is what this is what Fifth post. Fifth post a photo of the sketch. Remember, this is a Jane Doe. So Fifth posts a photo of the sketch and everybody like, yo, now the people who are already speculating that's his baby mama, we already was looking like, huh? That is that nigga baby mama. And then if you wasn't sure then, 50 also posted photos of guess who? The baby mama. In the same post, he had the Jane Doe and then he had the baby mama. Now, he ain't saying that the Jane Doe is the baby mama and neither am I. He just saying like, just random. He trying to figure out who it is. And oh, by the way, this is my baby mama. Now y'all take that information and do with it as you please. I don't know, but the rumors are saying that it's 50 Cent baby mama, but none of us know this to be a fact. So now let's get into the testimony. And listen, the more I got into this testimony, I ain't even gonna hold you. The more I understood the beef between 50 Cent and Diddy. So first of all, most men won't ever straight out come out and say out loud that, yeah, I don't like this nigga behind a bitch. Most men will never do that. It's their egos. They'll say it's about this. They'll say it's about that. They'll go, it's about that. They'll say it's about everything you can think of, but they will refuse to say it's about a bitch because they don't want to feel like a sucker or a simp. You know what I mean? So it's very hard to get the truth out of niggas. Now, 50, I don't know if 50 ever really specifically said why they beef. I know he brought up the shopping situation, but either way, 50 has been very vocal about how much he hates Diddy, okay? So, fast forward, 50 do these posts. Diddy is on trial. Where was I going with that? Wait, go back. I forgot what I was saying. Either way, I'll come back to it. Either way, so 50 Cent posts this, and we getting into the trial. That's what we are. We getting into this doggone testimony. Now, let's get Jane Doe on here, honey. So, according to Jane Doe met Diddy at a party with her homegirls. Yeah. And it turns out not only was they at the party, this Jane Doe started messing with Diddy, even though Diddy was messing with her friend. So yeah, her friend invited her to a house party at Diddy's. They got there. He saw her from across the room. She went to the bathroom. He ran behind her at the bathroom, exchanged numbers, came up with fake names. Diddy's going to be Ernie. She's going to be Bert. I don't know how that's sexy, but that's the name that they'd save and text each other under, Bert and Ernie. So weird and so random. So weird and so random. If a nigga say, call me Bert and Ernie, nigga, if a nigga was to try to holler at me and say, we gonna use aliases and we gonna be Bert and Ernie, I'm deleting the number. But neither here nor there. Let's talk about the facts. Most of those women who were around Puff wanted that spot. Go back to the clear assistant who was over there acting like she was friends with Cassie, but in the back of her head, she had done slept with Diddy and wanted Cassie's spot. She thought she was going to go give that little that clear cooch to Diddy, and Diddy was going to choose her over Cassie, because yes, Cassie is racially ambiguous, but I am clear, whole milk to be exact. So with that being said, she thought it was going to work. But a lot of those women were around there vying for the attention of Diddy, and a lot of them were competing for Diddy. Put a pin. So Jane Doe met Diddy through her friend. But it's cool though, because she said, according to her, she said the friend ended up going to get engaged to some European man. She packed all her shit and moved to Europe. So you know that man got money, because to leave a billionaire, baby, you hear me? That means the clear man from Europe must got a coin too. Okay? So with that being said, back up. So she's at this party. They flirting back and forth. The friend get mad. Now, the friend don't know that they exchanged numbers at this point. The friend wanted a little Tuesday. Diddy got the Tuesday and wouldn't give it to the friend, but was trying to offer it to Jane Doe. Now, at this time, Jane Doe said she don't do drugs and she didn't do none that night, allegedly. Fast forward, friend moves off to Europe, gets married. He hit her up, wants to take her on a date, and she says, why not? He's a billionaire. Most women would say, why not? Let's be honest. He's a billionaire. Most women want their chance at a billionaire. Most women, that is a woman's dream, to marry this rich, successful, you see what I'm saying, man. Most women had those dreams as little bitty girls. So a lot of the women who are around Diddy were around them in their dream states, meaning their mindsets. These women are trying to fulfill or cash in on a dream or some game that was sold to us as kids through the cartoons. Okay? Now, she says, why not? She said the first date, according to her, she said they went somewhere. Either way, I think it was Turks and Caicos. Rich shit, you know what I'm saying? And they were gone for like 5 days. Excuse me? That nigga did what? Girl, y'all went on a date for 5 days? For 5 days? In Turks and Caicos? And you bitches in the chat being high and mighty, acting like you wouldn't have went? Okay, girl. Moving on. But the vacation wasn't all that. Because according to her, the first 3 days, all they did was smush. You see what I'm saying? So then, boom. Then he decided that he wanted to take her out and do a dinner date. And, and I'm just giving y'all the cliff notes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Turks and the Bahamas, baby. This was a umpteenth day trip, baby. This is a date. We going on a date to another country. Bitch, y'all can't get a nigga to take y'all on a date out the States. And y'all want to get on here and say she shouldn't have took the date. Bitch, I would have taken the date. Are you okay? Are you insane? He's a millionaire. Now, if he was a regular dude, I wouldn't have did it. But a millionaire? Psh. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call my friend, bitch. I'm sorry, who? But bitch, you married anyway, right? Yeah, you good. The fuck? Girl, bye. Long story short, so they go on this date, and I'm just giving y'all the cliff notes. So if I'm missing something, drop down in the comments. So look, then she said that they were watching one of those days. They spent 15 hours watching PORN, X videos type T's. And Diddy is very clever. This is where they're trying to get the RICO at. They say that Diddy had put the PORN on, and it was a dude on there, and they were having a conversation, and Diddy was like, you want that? You like that? You need that? And she was like, yes, Diddy, I love it. I want it. I like it. I need it. And he was just like, I'm going to make it happen. It sounds to me like they were intimate during that conversation, because according to her, she was just responding in the moment. She didn't know that when she went to the bathroom, she came back out, that nigga was already on the line. Do you hear me? Already on the line. This nigga already on the line. This nigga, as soon as she said, okay, yes, I want it, that nigga couldn't, the nigga fingers almost caught a cramp. He couldn't type fast enough to get the man on there. So apparently the video that they were watching, he knew the man. But this is the man who's done FOs with them in the past. So he wasn't just showing her random videos. He was basically auditioning the men for her to accept. Okay? So she don't even realize that what's happening in the moment is he's auditioning her for the lifestyle, and she don't know it. Now, here's where he's in the wrong, because him being a billionaire, having the influence that he has, it's easy for people to do what he says. Okay? So for that, he's at fault for. JM says her testimony sounded like cosplaying between two consenting adults. It did. And she said she loved it. But we'll get there. Because she literally said, and I loved it, every minute of it. That's what she said. That's what their relationship was. Cosplaying, BDSM freak-offs between two consenting adults. If you ask me, shout out to Jane Doe. Jane Doe is the realest one that came on this stand thus far. All the rest of them hoes got up here and dragged Diddy down to the ground and said he of evil this, and he this, that, and the third, and whoop. But I still go work for him. Y'all fake. This is the real one. This girl got on here and said, I was in love with that nigga. I love that nigga dirty draws. Yes, we did freak offs, and I loved every single minute of it. Yes, I did. That's somebody telling the truth. Because see, what's happening is a lot of those folks that was on that stand felt like that in the moment too. They just switched up so they can get the coin. And you don't even know it because you emotionally tied to want Diddy to go to jail. Long story short. So anyways, I'm with you, JM. It sounds like two consenting adults to me. Okay? So, back up. So now, he already got the man on the line. And he like, we about to get this popping in a couple of hours. And she like, a couple of hours? Long story short, it pops off. And according to her, Diddy does a lot of directing. And I see why the men felt uncomfortable. She said, Diddy in the corner saying, you like that? You want that? Go get that. Suck his thing. How it feel? Nope, my bad. Hold on. I ain't doing it right. My bad, y'all. I was tripping. I ain't do it right. Hold on. So according to Jane Doe, first of all, let me back up. She did say that she admitted to him that she was a social media influencer and that she has a baby by somebody he hates. So at this time, he knows that if that's 50 baby mama, that's 50 baby mama. So in my mind, they arch nemesis. In my mind, Diddy really about to freak her out. You feel me? I can't stand this nigga neither. Which he probably already knew that before he approached her. You feel what I'm saying? But this is cashback. The nigga played in my face. The nigga keep playing with me on social media. Now I'm about to hoe it and slut this baby mama out. You get it? Don't it make sense? Remember, these niggas is beefing. It's real beef in the streets between Diddy and Phil. And right when the beef is popping off, you run across this nigga baby mama. I'm about to slut this hoe out. I'm about to poke holes in every hole on the bitch just to get back at the nigga. You see what I'm saying? So this Diddy, according to the girl, to the Jane Doe, she said Diddy would be in a corner like this while the people there, while the boy came. Hold on. She said Diddy was in the corner like this. You like that? Suck his dick. You need that? How I feel? You want to get in there? Get in it. Get in it. Get in it. Yeah. That feel good, Daddy, don't it? Don't it feel good, Daddy? I can feel it from way over here. Yeah. 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 No wonder them niggas was uncomfortable. I'm a woman and I'm uncomfortable. Bitch, I ain't got no dick and it's off. The fuck? Man, you don't get this nigga? I don't even have a dick and it went soft. Listen, I can't concentrate. Cut. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You supposed to be in the corner jacking off in silence. You ain't supposed to be out here making all this noise with all these requests. And mind you, Diddy is not only is he a director, this fool is the goddamn video guy. He is the one videoing it all. And you got all these demands, all these switch changes and this, that, and the third. Man, if you don't get out my face, bro. You see what I'm saying? So according to her, Diddy would literally guide the entire freak off. Mind you, they freaking off for 15, 30 hours. 15, 30 hours, 4-5 days. They just getting high. She popping X, Molly. Coochie just dripping like a leaky faucet. You feel what I'm saying? All she doing is resting and fucking. Fucking and resting and fucking. You feel what I'm saying? Then she said at the end, Diddy like to come. He want to do. Oh, this was another request Diddy had. Another request. So Diddy at the end, Diddy want the man to finish right on the hood of the car. You get it? Y'all know how they got a hood of the car? But if you go under the hood, that's where everything, all the magic happens. Yeah. He don't want him to go under the hood. He want him to go on top the hood. So according to her, she said Diddy would be like, you like that, Daddy? Yeah. Now finish it on the hood. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So after the dude would finish on the hood, Diddy go in raw dog. And allegedly, he liked the, well, at least this how my brain took it. So don't quote me on this. This is how my brain took it. This is how my brain this is how my brain understood what I was hearing. So it might be a little bit of imaginative, but walk with me. It seems like after the men leave, Diddy like to take his little Petey bird, but the little tip of the end, it's like he like to take it and rub it around in the man stuff. Rub it around and foreplay and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And then take the man stuff all on his Petey Bird and then put it under the hood. Because you know what is given to me? Diddy is attracted to women and men, but for different reasons. I think that Diddy appreciates a beautiful woman, and I think that he's attracted as well to a beautiful woman. I do believe that sexually, I do, but not in the manner of a regular person. Remember, this is a billionaire. You can't fathom the shit that done came through this man's mind. I think that Diddy enjoys beautiful women, but I also think that Diddy enjoys, which is the obvious, that he enjoys seeing women being pleasured, right? But it's deeper than that. He loves women. He adores women. He's attracted to women in a way, but he really is using the women to lure in the men. Diddy has an infatuation with penetration. He gets off at the idea of BBC going under the hood. You remember how stabbing? Remember I told y'all about the serial killer, and I told y'all the serial killer said he don't respect people who shoot. He said because it's not personal. He said, but you get a sexual arousal when you stab a person. He said because the impact of the knife breaking the skin, that's a sexual arousal. He said the knife hitting bones on the inside of the skin, or the inside of the body, he said that's a sexual arousal. And then he also said even pulling the knife out gives you a sexual arousal. I think that's what's happening here with Diddy. What I believe is Diddy is one of those people who is turned on and he's aroused by it. That's the word. He's aroused by the idea and the actual act of penetration, but he's still also at the same time attracted to men. Now, let me tell you what I think. This is just me psychoanalyzing because I'm listening to these stories and I'm like, this a different nigga. You see what I'm saying? This a whole different nigga. This ain't the average regular, you know what I'm saying? So then what made me think about that was he had this infatuation with the beautiful women. He wanted them to look a certain way. It wasn't like he was just like he didn't care about the woman. Like he was very meticulous on what the woman had to look like. That means he paid attention to detail. My girl Jane Doe said she was working out every day trying to be straight for that nigga. Girl, I will go be on Ozempic and work out every day too. What we on? Okay. So in my opinion, Diddy is attracted to men, but he's attracted to women too. But Diddy is also attracted to the intercourse between a man and a woman, and he's mostly attracted to the impact and or the penetration of it all, right? I think that he may struggle with wanting to just be out and proud. You know what I'm saying? That's why he never really talked about rumors and stuff about his sexuality or nothing like that. But I think that he has to play the game. So he has to find ways to scratch those itches without actually scratching. Does that make sense? So I can't just outright a nigga every day. I can't. But the closest I can get to him is his stuff. The semen, because he's very fixated on that, and I get it. There's a trophy piece there. You got that as a trophy. Oh, I done paid this nigga to smash you, and now I got his. But there's also a sexual attraction there. That's why he likes to make love to these girls after they've already been skeeted on. Does that make sense? I think Diddy is very complex with his sexuality. I don't think he's gay. I don't think he's straight. I don't think he's bisexual. I don't think the LGBTQIA plus community have an alphabet for Diddy yet. They'll get one though, but I don't think they have an alphabet for Diddy. But Diddy's definitely attracted to men. And he probably has a desire more for men than women, even though there's still a desire for women. He has a desire more for men, but he can't act on it. He got to play the game. That's why he do little stupid jokes in public, like, oh, what's up, daddy? You gonna come party with me, daddy? Calling the studio daddy's house and all, because that's the only way he can kind of like creep out a bit. You see what I'm saying? So now fast forward. She said Diddy would get mad when she want to use protection. According to her, when Diddy would be ready to perform or get them to perform, that's when she do the drugs. She'd be ready to go. She said she always had the baby Earl and all that stuff. She said when it come down to protection, she wanted to protect herself one time. And Diddy was like, girl, go sit your dumb ass down. Like, you just took the dick. Why you need protection now? Like, you know what I mean? So he has a thing where he likes to watch it, but he gets off with unprotected. Does that make sense? And anybody who has any PORN account know what I mean. I'm not explaining it. So fast forward. Then on top of him, no, back up. So he had a problem with her using protection. Now that is the issue. And then the people asked her, well, how did it make you feel? What did you do? Did you continue to do it without the protection? She said yes, but she did it because you got to keep in mind, they have an arrangement going on. Because I don't know if I mentioned this, she lives in the $10,000 apartment that Diddy pays for. Mind you, he decided that he wanted to hire her on full time after he realized she was down with the freak offs. So then he was like, I want to put you on a monthly allowance. How much do I need to give you to be comfortable? This bitch said $15,000. Ho, is you okay? Jane Doe said when Diddy asked, how much money do I need to give you to keep you comfortable and keep you around? That bitch said $15,000 a month. They say common sense ain't so common. $15,000 a month. And I thought she was stupid, but it gets worse. Then he tells her, well, I'll give you 10. And she just took it. 10? Nigga, $14.50. What's up? That was your turn to negotiate. You told him you wanted 15. He said, I give you 10. And she said, I bet. What? Bitch, $14.50, $14.75. $14.35. $14.40. $1,400 in free parking. You feel what? That's just me. But she took the $10,000 and then we got a $10,000 a month apartment. That Diddy decided it don't make sense to give you the money. I might as well just pay the rent. Now he owns you. So now when she's starting to feel like, you know what, I may not want to do these freak offs, let me not. When she go to break up with him, he's saying, oh, okay, well, you're all right. I mean, if you don't want to do it, it's cool. But so what you about to do? What you mean? Yeah, you can't stay here though, because I'm not gonna keep paying for an apartment if you ain't gonna, woo-de-woo. So where you about to go at? So now she got to go back and do the freak offs. Well, she don't have to. If she want to maintain that lifestyle, she will. So she does. So she goes back and do more freak offs. But one thing I will give her, even though she's sitting on here saying she didn't want to do it in her brain, mind you, she never told it to Diddy. She did tell Diddy she didn't want to do the freak offs. I'm lying. She did tell him that. But even though she's saying it in her brain and saying it to Diddy, she decided that keeping my apartment was more important than me protecting my body. She made a choice. So more freak offs is what happened because she need her bills paid. That's a choice. It ain't grooming. And stop with all this grooming. We talking about 30, 40, 50, 25-year-old women. And you women in the chat talking about grooming. Ain't nobody grooming nothing. You a grown-ass woman. You already groomed. And I don't give a damn what science update they information to say. At 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, bitch, ain't no more grooming. The grooming has groomed already. The groomer already left. Bitch, you is who you is. If you a hoe, you a hoe. You was already that. If you wanted to be a freak off hoe, you was already gonna do that. That man ain't had to come offer you no money, bitch. Let's talk about it. Everybody groomed. Ain't nobody groomed. Some people just make decisions. Some people make decisions to do what they have to do. I joke about it all the time. I say, if I got to go sell my cooch to take care of my child, it is what it is. That would be a decision that I would have to make. However, I can't then go outside, sell the cooch, and then come back and say I was groomed by the person who bought it from me. That's insanitary. So I can tell you I'm going to sell my cooch, go out this door right here, go sell the cooch, and then come back later and say, I shouldn't have did that. And y'all are going to coddle me by telling me I was groomed, even though I made a choice to go sell my cooch. Jane Doe made a choice to go back and keep her apartment and continue with the freak-offs. Period. Point blank. Okay, yes, this is the one on the stand, Miss J. Yes, this is the one on the stand. So all that grooming, she ain't groomed. She ain't groomed. She ain't got groomed. She was already the groom. It is what it is. Okay? So now she continues to go back and she admits, I love the freak offs. I thought this was my man. He got me an apartment. And in Jane Doe's mind, she thought she was the girlfriend, even though she was okay with him having multiple girlfriends. But I mean, he's a billionaire. I wouldn't give a who else you got neither. Man, hey, more power to you. But what happened is I'm going back to the original statement I made at the beginning. A lot of women still are in the minds. We operate from the dream that was sold to us through Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty. You know, every girl dreams, or most women would like to have a man who's rich and can take care of them, and they don't have to do anything. And I can travel and I can live lavish and have the cars and the clothes and the nails and the hair and the lifestyle. Most women would take that. Most women would, right? A lot of those women around Diddy were willing to take that. That's what they wanted. And they didn't mind doing X, Y, and Z to get that. They were there for that. This Jane Doe, like Cassie, like all these other girls, thought that she was going to be able to get a spot at the table and be one of his main girls, you know, like the Kim Porter type tease. Like, he's going to like me because I'm doing these things for him. He's going to fall in love with me and we're going to be together. Never happening, because he's looking at you guys as commodities. You're helping me with this. You're helping me with that. Cassie helps me on the red carpet. She looks good. And on top of that, doubles whammy, because I can get this hoe to go do a freak off and get 3 dicks in her tomorrow. So that's a double whammy. Cassie probably was the best thing he ever had, because I can take her outside and inside. You see what I'm saying? And for the other girl, Jane Doe, she's a commodity. Cassie gon' bet. I can get you in here. You with the shit. You pretty. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, and you willing to take 3 dicks? Come on in. He's not thinking of you. And even when he loved these people, I don't think he loved them internally. I think he loved what they're providing for him. Like Cassie, Jane Doe thought that he saw her a different way than he actually saw her. Because the facts of the matter is, Diddy did not see these women as viable options for marriage and or real relationships. None of them. None of them. I think there's only one woman probably ever came across Diddy that he ever even was crazy about, and that's Kim Porter. And I think that he was so crazy about her that that's probably why she's not here today. You see what I'm saying? So while everybody running behind Kim's spot, Kim was running from the spot because that spot put her 6 feet under. So do you really want Diddy to love you like that? That's a question, okay? So she thought they were going to be together, and she literally came on the stand and was like, yo, I love that nigga. Like, yeah, I used to love every second of the freak offs. Yeah, I would go buy my nice lingeries and my good girdles. You know what I'm saying? She said I would be dressed up for hours at a time. Yeah, waiting on my man. Waiting on my man. She thought it was going to be something else, and it wasn't that. But at least she's on the stand telling the truth. Now, this is one thing I will say about this. As it pertains to this Jane Doe, and let me take her off because I don't want the feds coming around here. Anyway, as for this Jane Doe, now she's been She was being interviewed by the prosecutors, but she's still going to have to go through the defense. So they say allegedly she's supposed to be on for like 5 days, and they say she's supposed to be proven the RICO, because I want to say that they were able to talk about, I don't know if it was her or the person behind her, but they were able to talk about how Diddy would basically set up the freak offs and pay the people and all types of other stuff. But I want to share this with you guys. Let's get into some of the stuff that happened on the case. Now, the Brianna Banner, the Banner girl, that was the one before Jane Doe. She is a whole nother situation within herself. The Banner girl was Cassie's drug dealer who was waiting on her to catch her slipping to take her nigga. Banner was a crackhead, and if Diddy did hold the bitch over the balcony by the titties, I probably understand. He probably couldn't stand her because he knew every time Cassie got with that bitch, they got high as the cost of living. Anybody who's been around an addict, y'all know that one person or that one group of people that addict get around and shit goes left and it escalates. And y'all can't stand them because, you know, even though my people got an issue, it typically escalates when you pull up. So the Banner girl, the assistant Banner, whatever Diddy did to her, now that I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking about all the drugs and all that, he probably couldn't stand her. Because he knew that whenever he probably knew that this bitch is probably one of the reasons why I can't get Cassie to chill off the damn drugs. Which we found out through Banner that her story was a lie. Diddy ain't never hold the bitch over the balcony. And I told y'all yesterday, medically, I was trying to see is it possible to hold anybody up by the titties. Because I got two of them right here. And I don't think you can hold me. I think if you try to hold me up by mine, you're going to split them bitches in half. Now, I could be wrong. I ain't no doctor. I could be wrong. But I'm just saying, when she said picked up by the titties, I'm over here thinking, I ain't never heard no shit like this. I ain't never even fathomed no shit like this, let alone seen it. I'm trying to see what that looked like and what happens. So let's get the Banner. Banner crazy ass, lying ass. So Banner, a former creative director for Bad Boy, longtime friend. Now, this is not the Jane Doe. This is the girl before her. Of Cassie Ventura, took to the stand in Sean Diddy Combs' trial. Basically, Banner has accused Combs of physical and emotional abuse and filed her own $10 million lawsuit against him in May. Everybody either got immunity and or a lawsuit. That should be a red flag, because what you need immunity for? During a heated cross-examination, Combs' attorney, Westmoreland, questioned her about inconsistencies in her essay claims. Banner admitted that some of the things her former lawyer wrote, Tyrone Blackburn, who she fired, some of the things that her former lawyer wrote were just not true. When pressed about allegedly repeating false claims, she responded, it's really hard to commit the whole sentence, and I don't recall. Westmoreland also suggested Banner continued accusing Combs of essay, knowing it wasn't true, and asked if she did so because essay was the only way she could sue. Now, this makes sense. Hold on. Let's get into her. Westmoreland, this is Diddy's attorney. You continued accusing Diddy of essay. You even thought you knew it was not true. Banner, it's really hard to commit to the whole sentence. Diddy people, you knew essay was the only way you could sue. She says, I don't recall. Now, mind you, she's not trying to perjure herself because she don't want to lose her immunity or mess up her new case or her lawsuit. Combs, look at this document only for the parties. Ma'am, isn't it true that your lawyer, Mr. Tyrone Blackburn, alleged for the first time essay, and only although you knew it was untrue, you began repeating it? Banner, can you rephrase that? Okay, this is Diddy lawyer. Mr. Tyrone alleged that Mr. Combs essayed you, right? Banner, I can't speak for him. Diddy people, you speak for you. You kept repeating the lie about grabbing your boobs. Banner, can you restate it? Diddy people, okay, girl. Now, DX1287, what's this? Banner, some type of drugs. Diddy people, how many types? Banner, I can't tell. Diddy people, you're still on drugs with Cassie on May 31st, 2016, right? Banner, yes. Diddy people, just before this, Mr. Combs threatened your life. This Banner, yeah. Diddy people, you weren't scared to continue dealing with Cassie. Banner, well, I guess not. So this nigga just hung you off the balcony by your titties and you back there and you not scared. Okay, moving on. So then he goes on to say, you weren't scared to continue dealing with him. She said, I guess not. The lawyer says, okay, you said Mr. Combs groped your boobs. Here come prosecution. Objection. The judge ask again. Okay, so Diddy's people says, Mr. Tyrone said, Mr. Combs groped your breast. True? Banner says some of the things he wrote were not true. Diddy people, you fired him and hired the new civil lawyers and they drafted a lawsuit. You reviewed it? So have you reviewed the lawsuit? Then he says, we want screenshots, or Diddy's people, we want screenshots of Miss Ventura's communication to Miss Coram about Miss Banner being dangled off the balcony. This is the judge. How does the balcony incident connect to the indictment? Diddy people, it shows prosecution. It shows Mr. Combs' violence and that Miss Ventura is aware. That equals coercion. Diddy people, it should not be admitted. It is a backwards looking statement. Prosecution, the screenshot was captured in September 2016, shortly after the incident. Diddy people, it doesn't say how Miss Ventura heard about it. Could have been from someone else. So basically there's a text message going around, or there was a text message between Cassie and Banner, the so-called drug dealing friend, and Banner had text Cassie and was like, bitch, yo nigga dangle me off the balcony, bitch, when you wasn't in here. And Cassie was like, for real? She like, yeah, bitch, yo nigga dangle me off the balcony. And then the next day she was like, would P like a new jacket? I bought a new jacket. I'm gonna come over tomorrow. You guys okay? Do you want me to bring Diddy anything? Is Diddy hungry? I can stop by the bodega. Does he need anything? So how does it make sense that a man who dangled you off the balcony by your titties on Friday, why is you hanging out with them on Saturday and offering him stuff? And they trying to say KK is a co-conspirator. And I believe she is. But I believe everybody else is a co-conspirator too. Why is KK the only co-conspirator? I get it. They've mentioned her a lot in this case, and she should be up here. But why is she the only co-conspirator? Banner is a drug dealing addict who was using Cassie to get high and get money. And she wanted to sleep with Diddy in the bike. Because she slept with him and then she went and lied and said he R-worded her. Is that the same one? I think it's the same one. If not, either way, she was the drug dealing friend of Cassie's. You see what I'm saying? Who was out to get something that she wanted, which was money and Diddy. Money and Diddy. Everybody was around Diddy for something. Everybody turned their head like they ain't see something for something. Everybody acted like they didn't, whatever happened, everybody did that for their own personal selfish gain. Everybody. And KK ain't the only co-conspirator. This new Jane Doe, who people are saying alleged to be 50 baby mama. I don't know that to be a fact or whatever the case may be. She another one. She just there because she's still in love with her nigga. Okay? Everybody was there for something. Every single person was there for something. Nobody was there with pure intentions. Nobody. And a lot of people turn a blind eye because it suits them. Let's really be clear about this. Let's get into Jane Doe's story. So according to Jane Doe, day 17 of Diddy's trial, Jane Doe took to the stand and speak about her relationship with the mogul. She says that he previously dated one of her friends. However, he later pursued her, and after her friend got engaged and moved overseas, she decided to give things a shot with Diddy. They had their first date in 2021. She says they talked about her past, and she acknowledged that the father of her child is not too fond of Diddy. Jane detailed the first time Diddy gave her ecstasy, and also talked about the first time he arranged for her to have intercourse with another man while he watched. Jane also spoke about the expenses he covered and more. Okay, now let's get into Jane Doe's testimony. All right, witness using pseudonyms. Jane takes the stand. I'm sorry. Prosecutor asked Jane who she was in a relationship with between 2021 and 2024. She responded, Sean Combs. She says the two of them met while she was on a 2020 girls trip in Miami, and Diddy was dating her friend at the time. Jane said the two often referred to each other as Sesame Street characters. She was Bert and Diddy was Ernie. He was really charming, really nice, and I was already drawn to him pretty instantly. Jane said she mentioned that at one point her friend became upset because she thought Jane was trying to get Diddy. She insists that Diddy is the one who pursued her. Jane says she ultimately decided to give the relationship with Diddy a shot when the friend was when the friend he was dating got engaged to another man and moved overseas. Jane says her first date with Diddy happened in Miami, January 2021. He got her a hotel and the date lasted 5 days long. She explained that the two spoke about her past and says the father of her child was not fond of Diddy. The two went on another trip the next month to Turks and Caicos. Jane says Diddy his assistant KK came along for the trip. She said they also had a personal chef, photographer, butler, and barber on the 15-day trip. Jane said the first time Diddy gave her ecstasy, they were at the pool. She says Diddy claimed it'll be more fun if she took the drug. As the two were walking on the beach, Jane said she fell down. Now, this is allegedly 50 baby mama. She said she was helped by KK and the butler. She claimed that at one point, KK put her in the shower. At the end of the trip, she says Diddy offered her $10,000 because he had been away from her. She had been away from work as an influencer for a while. So now back up. She take the first pill. She freaking out. She crashing out. She on the ground freaking out. And KK and the butler had to come get her and put her in the shower. You would think she would say, party over, I'm done. I thought it was going to be cool. I done crashed out. I done got high. I don't know if you drugged me. I'm out of here. Because she had a time. She could have definitely said, this is it. I can't do this. Pay attention. Jane says the two kept their relationship pretty private and that she only recalls posting about him on social media once. Originally living on the East Coast, Jane moved to California in June of 2021. She says Diddy gave her $6,000 for a moving truck. $6,000? Bitch, from New York to California? I know she had to put money with that. And why this nigga penny pinching in here? Girl, please. Now you hustling backwards. You hustling with a billionaire that's giving you $10,000 and $6,000? You freaking off with a nigga who won't give you over $10,000 and he won't even put the 10 in your hand. Bitch, you a new age fool, Jane Doe. That no wonder 50 done left you alone. Moving on. Some of these girls need game. I don't know. Back to where I was. She said he also sent her money casually throughout their time together. Between February and May 2021, Jane said Combs would fly her to Miami every other week to see him. Now, that part is a girl's dream. You getting on a plane every other week to go see this nigga? They do need a pimp, Simeon. They do. They need a pimp. They need a pimp. They need somebody to go muscle this nigga and be like, $10,000. Moving on. Jane explains the first time Diddy set up for her to have sex with another man. It was while he watched. She said they would sometimes watch PORN and it would lead into conversations about fantasies. She said she saw one of his assistants setting up a room for them and then setting what she called the fantasy guide. She identifies the other man as Don. She said as they were in the suite, Diddy directed her to stand up and then she started to dance. She says Don was there in his underwear and Diddy was masturbating. Jane says Diddy was being encouraging and sweet. I was ready to speed things up a bit. She said she asked Diddy for a condom, but he insisted that the guys were tested. Jane says after her encounter with Don, he left and she then had sex with the diddler. She said the two were happy at the end of it and even went on a yacht the next day. So this is what's happening here. This is a transactional relationship. Diddy pays for the hotels, Diddy pays for the flights, and Diddy pays for her to live comfortably. Her exchange is the freak offs. It's a mutual agreement with two consenting adults. I freak off, you treat me. I freak off again, you treat me some more. Until I stop doing freak offs, I'm always have a roof over my head. But the moment I decide I ain't gonna have no roof over my head, or I don't want to freak off no more, I know I'm gonna be on the streets. It was a mutual decision between two consenting adults. She the only one been honest to me. All them other people had something to gain, something to lose. This person being honest with the sexual part of this, right? So, back to this. All right, what was I? Jane says Diddy was being, I said that. She said she acted, okay, we said that. So she went on a yacht the next day. So that was her payment. That was her surprise. That was her good job. Oh, you did the freak off yesterday. I'm taking you on a yacht today. And I don't want us to say that this is a prostitution situation, because to be completely honest, if that's the case, we're all guilty of it. Because I ain't never been with a nigga who ain't put money in my pocket and did nothing for me. So I guess I'm a slut and a whore, and I'll be that, a proud one too. Because I ain't being with no nigga that can't do nothing for me. As a matter of fact, I don't need you to do something for me, but you're going to do stuff for me. Yay! So I guess I'm a slut and a whore, and I will reward them with a little cooch every now and again. So if that makes me a prostitute, then prostitute me, please. Because I ain't messing with no bum ass niggas. I'm sorry. And you not gonna guilt trip me by calling me no gold digger, because that don't work neither. They were fucking and traveling and fucking. That's what they was doing. In her mind, because then I don't know if she'll say it here, but in her mind, they was together. So I don't see how that's prostitution. Because if we start really going down that rabbit hole, it's a lot of y'all old man, baby daddies. A lot of them niggas gonna be up in jail. A lot of them. So you mean a nigga ain't never took you nowhere? He ain't never flew you out? You ain't never went nowhere with a nigga? A nigga ain't never dropped no money off to you? A nigga ain't never bought you nothing? A nigga ain't never brought you out to eat? All that's prostitution. Did you sleep with him before? It's a mutual agreement. You see what I'm saying? They both were good with that. It ain't prostitution. Prostitution would say, and it could be, it depends on how you look at it, but it's not. Because in her mind, they're in a relationship. A prostitution, Diddy would be a John. It would be all business. In her mind, they together. So that's not prostitution. She doing freak offs with her nigga. She's satisfying her man in her mind. In my mind, in Jane Doe's mind, I'm doing whatever it takes to get my nigga off. It is what it is. Okay? So, Jane said, I felt excited. I was happy. It was taboo. It was fun. I had a good time with my partner. See? I'm going to say that again. Jane said, I felt excited. I was happy. It was fun. It was taboo. I had a good time with my partner. It ain't prostitution. They was together in her brain. That was her nigga. And he got money. So whatever he say he need me to do in this freak off, bust it open. Because my nigga got money and that's my nigga. See, y'all starting to make it seem like they ain't got hoes out here. So then she goes on to say she thought it was just a one-time thing, not knowing it would open Pandora's box. in the relationship. Jane said for the remainder of their relationship, the open door was unable to be shut. There was so much of it after, and it was too much of it, Jane said. It says, Jane said, when she attempted to tell Diddy that she didn't want to have sex with other men anymore, he said, if you want to break up, that's fine. He threatened to stop paying her rent he threatened to stop paying her rent since he wouldn't be dating her anymore. Now, he saved himself right there. And let me tell you why he saved himself. Because he didn't say, I ain't going to pay your rent if you don't do the freak offs. That would be dumb to say. What he's saying is, now she telling him, I don't want to do a freak off. But he's responding to the relationship aspect. Oh, well, if we're not going to be together, then it don't make sense for me to keep paying your bills. Very, very smart. Because if he had said, because you don't want to do freak offs, I'm not paying you no more, that would have been a smoking gun. But he's smarter than that. That's why he posited it as a relationship, like them breaking up. So you saying, I want to be with you, I just don't want to do a freak off no more. He's saying it's all or nothing, but I ain't going to say it's a freak off. I'm going to just say it's a relationship. And if you saying you don't want to be a freak off, I'm hearing you don't want to be with me no more. And if you don't want to be with me no more, that's cool, but I'm not going to keep paying your bills. Okay? He was smart with that one. He saved himself. Then it goes on to say, where was I? It wouldn't be shut. He said, if you want to break up, that's fine. See how he keep responding to the relationship? He knew that in her mind, she thought that they were together. So she's talking about a freak off. She's not talking about the relationship, but he's responding to the relationship because now we're talking about coins. Now we're talking about money. And you're not going to get me to incriminate myself on no messages. All right. So it goes on to say, if you want to break up, that's fine. He threatened to stop paying her rent since he wouldn't be dating her anymore. She says the conversation was never about breaking up, but about the sexual encounters with other men. You get it? I don't want to break up with you. I want to be with you. I'm just saying I don't want to do a freak off no more. And his response is, so you breaking up with me? You get it? Gaslighting? Yes. But I love you, Puff. I just don't want to do the freak offs anymore. So you saying you don't love me then? You ever had somebody do that to you? Literally disregard what you saying and spit out something you didn't say? She literally telling the nigga, I want to be with you. I just don't want to do the freak offs. But he's responding to, well, then you don't want to be with me. Without saying it like that. Jane says she always kept herself prepared with her hair and nails done because Diddy would give her short notices before these encounters. She always made sure proper child care was set up for the child. This bitch had an on-call fucking babysitter. Talk about being prepared. She had a babysitter on tap. Probably more than one. Because if he called her and said, be ready in an hour, she got to find somebody to hold her baby and watch the baby. 50 allegedly baby. Jay says her relationship with Diddy consumed her. She said it also got in the way of her income. She made money via social media, but that declined because she prioritized the relationship. That's her choice. That's her choice. She ain't have to stop her bag to go play with Diddy, but you did. And you thought because he a billionaire, he was gonna drop bags on you, but the joke was on you because he a penny pincher. I'm not stopping the way I make my coin to run behind no nigga. And I don't care if it's white Jesus Christ on the bike. I need to make my coin. You stop doing social media influencing so you can go play with Diddy. So if you broke, that's on you. Because at least he would have had to cover that expense. He would have had to cover that revenue for me to put all my all into that. Okay? She made money via social media, but that declined because she prioritized the relationship. She said the most Diddy ever gave her was $20,000 after she told him he needed furniture. Now, let me tell you something. I'm from the South, and things are cheaper here, right? Now, $20,000 for furniture for a regular person, that's a lot of money. I know for me, shit, 20. Well, nope, I'm lying. I just went in Ashley's about a month or so ago. Shit, bedroom sets $20,000 now. But let's go back when it wasn't so crazy with the money going on around here. The most that nigga gave you was $20,000 for furniture. You a cheap, stupid hoe. You a stupid hoe. You a stupid hoe. Stupid. You a stupid hoe. You can tell she ain't never been around no real women. You can tell. You got played this whole way, but most people don't care. The proximity, the being with him, the having the Turks and Caicos vacations, even the freak offs, that's enough. And she ain't got to worry about paying her bills because he paying the rent. But $20,000, that's it? That's it? So she was getting $20,000. That's the most she ever got from him in one sitting. She said Diddy once asked her how much she wanted for allowance. That's what I told y'all. She said 15. He told her 10, but that's how much she paid for her rent anyway. Dummy. She's so stupid. No wonder the 50 tossed her too. Jane testified that Diddy referred to the nights of sex with Diddy and other men as hotel nights and debauchery. Jane said these hotel nights took place in Los Angeles, New York, Miami, and Turks and Caicos. She said she discussed travel arrangement with Christina Coram, Diddy's chief of staff, his travel agent, or one of his assistants. She testified that some hotel nights could last more than 24 hours. She said they would go through more than 24 bottles of Baby Earl in a given night. Court has come to a close for the day. Jane will continue her testimony tomorrow. Now, this was from yesterday. Let me tell y'all something. Listen, in my opinion, Jane is the only one who's been honest. And this is how I know she's been honest, because she's making herself look stupid. She literally telling the truth about how this nigga wasn't hardly giving her no money. Look, pocket change. This nigga giving her pocket change. And she going to sacrifice her body doing freak offs with dicks coming out every hole she could think. You can't make this up. She a stupid, dumb asshole. And even though she got 50 Cent as a baby daddy and Diddy as a play toy, she probably still financially couldn't capitalize off of that. You dumb and slow as a box of rocks. To all women, if you ain't never been around no old woman, no older woman who's lived life and understand how shit works, you are missing out and you are walking blind. You can tell she ain't never had nobody who know what the fuck they talking about to sit her down. You see what I'm saying? Because you really sat here with a billionaire nigga and the most you can say he ever gave you was $20,000 and you doing whole freak offs. You a stupid asshole. You dumb, Jane Doe. You dumb. You stupid. You're literally dumb and stupid. I'm sorry. Because now you hustling backwards. You did all of that. You took your friend old man. You doing freak offs. You moving from coast to coast. You got to have babysitters on call. Baby Earl packed up in your bags everywhere you go on your persons. And all that nigga gave you was furniture. Either way, today's Friday. The defense is on her ass, I think, today, if I'm not mistaken. But the defense is on her ass, I think. But we'll see how that goes. But this Diddy trial is a movie. And I can't wait to see it and how it comes out. I hope whoever do it don't spare no details, especially in the fight scenes. I have to see every single one of these fight scenes because the videos I have in my brain, I need to know if they match. You see what I'm saying? Brianna, thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Sonia Matthews, thank you for the super chat. Vu women on IG are finding looking like a trans as a compliment. Oh, I know. IG is where the dumbest women live anyway. So I wouldn't trust nothing that happens over there. But it's not a compliment. Looking like a man that's trying to be a woman will never be a compliment. Period, point blank. But yeah, let them deal with that. It's probably under the shade room or the neighborhood talk post. That's where the dumbest of them be at. Either way. Thank you, Sonia, for the super chat. Lady Lavish, thank you for the super chat. Elon and Africa president released their first EV, not Elon. EV. Oh, electric vehicle. Oh, gotcha. Thank you so much. Naturally, Nini, thank you for the super chat. Elon thought Trump would kick out the immigrants and replace them with the clear South African immigrants. Facts. He did. He really did, though, for real. Because remember, Elon was talking like that during the election, and he was already saying that the Indians need to come in here because Americans are lazy and we don't have priorities and stuff like that. And then he also started talking about the Afrikaners coming over here. I think that was a deal reneged on too, that he not really happy about. So yeah, I believe that. Pure Joy, thank you for the super chat. Voo, niggas gonna cheat. Right. That's it. That's all. You can't stop that. He's young and rich, and coochie is everywhere. Facts. Niggas gonna cheat. You can't stop a nigga. You can't make a nigga. Ain't no rehab gonna stop the nigga. You can't put a chastity belt on the nigga. The nigga gonna cheat if he gonna cheat. It just is what it is. Gypsy Hustle, thank you for the super chat. That let me know that they don't have money like that. Right. Because all she got was $20,000. She broke. But she looked good on IG though. And I know he didn't pay Young Miami no $250K unless her show and site was bringing in $260K a month. I mean, he is a rich man. He may not know a lot, but he know dollars and cents. But then again, though, it has been rumored that Diddy dropped bags on his women. Because who that was? Shine? I can't remember who that was said that Diddy had owed them money and he had to go to the mall with Diddy while he dropped $1 million on Cassie after one of the freak offs. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. He might have, but you're right. As far as business wise, he gonna have to recoup that. So I don't know. Young Miami been very quiet, child. Ty Styles, thank you for the super chat. Dopamine hits is what he get from it. Yes, from the penetration, absolutely. I think he get a dopamine hit from it, absolutely, without a doubt. Gypsy Hustle, thank you for the super chat. Immunity is so they can't plead the fifth and avoid questions on the stand. Yes. And immunity is also so if they incriminate themselves by telling the truth, they won't be held accountable. A lot of times they won't be held accountable for it. So that's one part of it. Yeah. So they can't hit the fifth and avoid questions, but it's also to make sure that while I'm telling the truth, I ain't gonna go to jail. And that's why most people plead the fifth. They don't give a damn about, not plead the fifth. That's why most people ask for immunity because they want to be safe from having to be forced into a, prison or something like that for whatever they did with somebody else. Ty Style, thank you for the super chat. Britt Edie is suing Bravo for $20 million. To be completely honest, girls, I don't give a fuck about Britt Edie. I wish I never knew her. I don't give a damn. I really don't give. I just don't like Britt. Britt is just, something about her spirit. I don't like her. I don't like Britt. I just don't. And it ain't gonna go nowhere, no way. But anyway, with that being said, y'all, it's at 3 hours. I gotta get off of here. I gotta bring Saint to his gammy. And then I gotta come back and do Educational Friday. Shout out to everybody in the building. Love y'all down to the ground. Happy Friday. I will see y'all on Monday for the morning Joce. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I go live. We do this Monday through Friday, okay? So pull up Monday for the morning Joce. We will do Educational Friday today. And then tomorrow I'll be live at some point at the Dollhouse. But I love y'all down to the ground, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy.